Okay, request those who are here. Right. Is it right? Well, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth for me? Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Senator Nancy Binay. Welcome, Senator. Good morning. And I would like to start with preliminary statements that have been requested by Senator Binay and I believe also Secretary Puyat from Lapuya. And would you have a statement also, Ms. Teo? Mr. Tulfo, would you have one? The better Tulfo or the best Tulfo? Which one of you? Ben Tulfo? No, walang looks dito. Okay. Anybody else have a preliminary statement before I give my own preliminary statement? Okay, we shall begin with Senator Binay. Yes, you can see that there are two podiums for the senators here so that they can be better seen and they can address the resource persons and the public.
Magandang umaga po sa lahat. Last year, the Philippine tourism industry contributed 1.9 trillion or 12.2% to the Philippine economy, higher than the 2016 1.5 trillion, according to the Philippine Statistics Authority. The industry also employed 5.3 million people or 13.1% of the workforce. While our visitors totaled 6.6 million in 2017, it still pales in comparison to Thailand's 35 million and the rest of our ASEAN neighbors. May mahalagang responsibilidad ang Department of Tourism at ang attached agency nitong na ang Tourism Promotions Board sa pag-promote at pag-market ng mga tourist destinations ng Pilipinas domestically and internationally. While tourism is a big generator of jobs, especially in the countryside, and a source of much-needed foreign revenue, we promote our country using meager resources compared to our Asian neighbors. So every peso of promotion really counts. This is why I filed Senate Resolution number 721 to learn how the department spends its budget for marketing and branding. Nakakalungkot na sa limitadong budget ng DOT ay makakarinig tayo ng mga aligasyon ng maling paggamit ng pondo ng ahensya. Kailangan po nating maging responsable at maingat sa paggasta. Bawat piso mahalaga, hindi pwede ang gasta rito, gasta roon nang walang klarong patutunguhan. Maraming salamat at magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.
Thank you very much, Senator Binay. We shall now hear a statement from current Secretary Bernadette Romulo.
Good morning, Committee Chairman Senator Richard Gordon, Senate President Vicente Salvo III, Senator Sonny Tinigalas IV, Senator Nancy Binay, Chair for Tourism, committee members, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank the Blue Ribbon Committee for inviting me as a resource person to shed light on its investigation of certain contracts involving the Department of Tourism. To preface all my statements today, I would like to emphasize that the contracts involving the DOT that this honorable committee is investigating all happened before my appointment as DOT Secretary. Nevertheless, like any other taxpayer, I am interested in seeking the truth, and thus I have made myself available as a resource person for whatever purpose it may serve. When I assumed office in the DOT on May 15, both the PTV contract and Buhay Karinderya project were already being widely discussed in media and under public scrutiny. When I assumed office in the DOT on May 15, the PTV contract was already being investigated by the Ombudsman. On the other hand, the Buhay Karinderya project was under public scrutiny, and thus I asked COA's help to review the project. Under the Constitution and applicable laws, the audit and investigation of these contracts in order to hold the persons involved accountable properly reside with the Commission on Audit and the Ombudsman. As current DOT Secretary, I have pledged and will continue to pledge my, as well as the whole DOT's, full cooperation with these constitutionally designated authorities, the Commission on Audit and the Ombudsman. For the PTV contract, certain DOT officials and employees have already received a notice of disallowance, and I have reminded and required them to respond to it within the 6-month period provided by the COA. For the Buhay Carinderia project, the Tourism Promotions Board, or the TPB, has received an AOM, or an Audit Observation Memo, from the COA, and the TPB board and I have suspended the implementation of the project. And I have also required them to respond, which they have already done. If and when required by the Ombudsman, I will also cooperate, and moreover, I will require the DOT bureaucracy to lend its full cooperation in terms of providing the necessary testimonies and documents to aid the Ombudsman in its investigation and prosecution in the same manner that we are cooperating today with this honorable committee. I believe that such is my duty as a government official. Finally, I would like to state, if there is one good thing that has resulted from all these contracts involving the DOT being under public scrutiny, is that it has brought to light the need for certain reforms in the DOT. Thus, we have rationalized guidelines on the grant of financial sponsorships to tourism-related events. We have rationalized guidelines on travel of DOT officials and employees. We are more conscious in DOT's compliance with RA 9184, or the Government Procurement Reform Act. We remain open to any suggestions for reforms that may be discussed and touched upon during the hearings of this honorable committee. A pleasant morning again to everyone, and despite all that has transpired in the DOT, wow, I still believe it's still more fun in the Philippines.
Thank you very much, Secretary Puyat. I will now go to another woman of wonder, from Secretary Puyat to another woman of wonder, or I should say woman of wonder. Wonder woman, okay.
First of all, I would like to thank Senator Richard Gordon, Chairman, Blue Ribbon Committee, our honorable senators, for this opportune time to air my side on the allegations hurled against me. For quite some time, I have kept mum against all the incredible allegations. I wanted, when I speak, to clear my name in a proper form. I have been defamed, maligned, and worse, crucified by allegations of corruptions and incompetence, all made up to look as truth. I come here only for one purpose in mind, that is to set the record straight in the pursuit of truth. I maintain that I have diligently fulfilled the mandate as Secretary of the Department of Tourism. All programs and activities have been conducted and implemented within the bounds of law. Specifically, I maintain that DOT ad placement with PTB4 had gone through proper channels. To set the record straight, this is what happened. On January 16, 2017, Presidential Communication Office, or PCOO, Secretary Martin Andanar wrote me a letter asking to partner with DOT on marketing of the Philippine tourism through their television network. This is in line with the request of the Chief Executive to support our government station. On February 6, 2017, Mr. Ramon de Rosario, Group Head Programming and Airtime Management PTB4, as noted by Dino Antonio Apolonio, President and General Manager of PTB4, made a proposal to DOT to formalize the partnership with DOT through their television program and services, which is PTV Newscast Spot Placement, Daily News, Type Magazine, Sunday Primetime, Exclusive, DOT episode. The proposal was then reviewed by the DOT staff and went to Bids and Awards Committee on February 17, 2017 and was then approved. A certification was issued by PTV4 on March 4, 2017 that certified People Television Network Incorporated has the mandate to deliver the goods and services required to be procured and undertake the infrastructure project or consultancy required by DOT, among others. Then our legal team, as well as PTV, prepared the memorandum agreement based on the proposal presented by PTV4. The memorandum agreement was signed by the Secretary of Tourism, Juan Gateo, and PTNI President General Manager Dino C. Apolonio on March 15, 2017. A copy of the signed memo was received by DOT COA on April 20, 2017. Hence, with confidence, I can say that there was nothing illegal in the said contract. The transaction was between DOT and PTV4. It is a government-to-government contract within the executive department, and all payments were paid directly to PTV4. When I took over as DOT Secretary, the tourism industry was in crisis, or as they call it, tourism disaster. As the war on drugs was relentless, the double bombing incident had a chilling effect on prospective tourists. The fourth attack of the war, the premier destination, the Marawi siege, the declaration of martial law in Mindanao, and anticipated countrywide tourist destination. I took the helm, reach out to foreign countries, talk to counterparts, tourism ministers, by accepting invitations, attend fora, invited tour operators, and foreign media people to come to the Philippines to convince them that our country is a safe place. Hence the travel going an extra mile, so they say, to salvage the downward trend of the tourism industry. The accomplishment of the department under my watch during the tourism crisis was no small feat, like hosting the Miss Universe pageant. It was not just a pageant, but a vehicle to proudly promote the tourist destination that were visited by the participants. It was a statement about our country, which is famous for its sun, beaches, culture, adventure, golf, diving, among others. A clear statement to say that our country is safe to visit. And equally important is the fact that Philippines has become known to those who know nothing about our country, thanks to the pageant. We developed new niche market, faith tourism and farm tourism, promoting the country as a center for MICE that is meeting incentive travel conventions and exhibitions. We were talking to cruise giants and airline executives to add more seats to improve connectivity. The DOT under my watch was instrumental in bringing about the much rehabilitation of Boracay, knowing that we will earn the ire of stakeholders and the tremendous impact on tourist arrivals. Indeed, it was a bitter pill to swallow for the betterment of the tourism industry. It was a job we have to do. I was happy to hear that Secretary Berna, during the budget hearing, boasted of a record-breaking number of arrivals. Imagine, in just 6 months, from January to June 2018, we have 3.7 million tourist arrivals. DOT recorded 5.96 million.
Excuse me, Secretary, what was that? Was that foreign arrivals you said?
Foreign arrivals.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
DOT recorded 5.96 million tourist arrivals in 2016, an increase of 11.3%. In 2017, we recorded 6.62 million tourist arrivals, again an increase of 11%. The constantly growing tourism is consistent to one of the country's top contributors to the gross domestic product among the industry sector. It employs at least 5.3 million as of year 2017 and contributed to at least 8.7% to the Philippine gross domestic product as of the same year. Under my leadership, I have signed tourism cooperation agreement between Cambodia, China, Thailand, Turkey, and Russia, which contributed to tourist arrivals. As now, we have more charter flights and more port of calls to the Philippines, while the cruise ship of port of calls has increased by 50%. We will be expecting more international airlines flying to our country and cruise ship doing port of calls after the World Routes Asia Conference, which will be held in Cebu in 2019, in which we won the bid last year. With all this, I am confident that DOT will hit the target I set at 7.5 million because the seeds has already been planted by a relentless effort to promote the Philippines as an alternative destination to China, to Thailand, and Indonesia. The credit is not mine alone. The DOT family made it happen under my watch. Thank you, DOT family, for the support and also for the support given to me by the President. Indeed, it is disheartening to know that the accomplishment of DOT under my helm has been overshadowed by the overblown allegations. While I will answer all questions, I only hope that the accomplishments of the department, to which I held for 22 months, be given more weight than the allegations sensationalized by the media. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Secretary Teo. Could you please furnish a copy of your preliminary statement? Also,
Double A sa double D, ang tambalan ni Igan at Ali.
Lang Magic Flakes, di lang malutong. Apat pa yan. Para kang may John Lloyd times 4.
Malasa, di ba? You want more?
Aba, nawili. Talagang nothing like magic.
Gabby booked this hotel on the hotel website. Kate booked this hotel on a travel app. Liz booked this hotel using her favorite booking site. Are you sure all of these strategies will give you the best price? They may or they may not. Better to check than be sorry. So before you book, check on Trivago. Trivago compares prices from many websites and apps that you already know. That's how you can be sure to find your ideal hotel for the best price. Hotel Trivago.
Double A sa double D, ang tambalan
Yan.
ni Igan.
Sa harapan ko si Senator Antonio Trillanes, narinig ko yan sa TV, sa GMA. Uulitin ko, tinanong po siya ng GMA7 News kung anong komento roon sa sabi ko, mamuti ng mata nyo, hindi ko sasauli dahil may kontrata kami. At saka, we faithfully delivered the contract between me, our company, and PTV. What he said, kaya hindi sasauli dahil ninakaw nga eh. So ngayon, tanong, kung ako'y tatanungin ko mamaya si Senator Trillanes, ang paghuhusga mo nakasira ng husto sa amin. Look me in the eye. Now say to my face. Because para ho sa akin, nagtatanong...
let me at this point admonish the witness. Opening statement lang ho ang hinihingi at kinagagalitan na ako ng katabi kong Senate President na kayo na po ay dapat opening statement lang. At you cannot address any senator directly.
Okay.
Hindi niya dapat kung gusto yung magtanong, chair lang ang tatanungin niyo. Address the chair. Ang dami natuturo sa akin dito kaya marunong ako eh.
Okay, Mr. Chair. Ako ho'y nababagabag sa
Dali na
mga...
ho. I will only say this once. I am very firm and fair when I handle this committee. Hindi madali itong committee ito. Dumadaan dito mga kaibigan ko, mga kalaban ng sindikato, kalaban ng mga sindikato ng Pilipinas. No? So, we always adopt a firm and fair attitude. We don't judge. We investigate. So, if you want to if you want to have your day in court, that will happen. But here, we're investigating in aid of legislation and we will make the proper recommendation. Bibigay po kami ng proper. So please, tanggalin po ninyo yung mga sinasabi nyo kanina na sa radyo, ad hominem, yung mga ad hominem sabi sa tinuruan naman ako ng mistiso sa likod ko na ad hominem. Ang ibig po sabihin niyan manghang na salita na personal na hindi naman ho kailangan pagsabihan dito. So, tuloy nyo.
Ako mawalang galang lang po yung nagtatanong lang, ano? Pumunta po ako rito para malinis o siguro.
Excuse me, kami po ang magtatanong dito. Hindi kayo ang magtatanong. Okay, sige po.
Pumunta po ako rito para doon sa issue at controversy na kasi nadawit pong pangalan po namin. Partikular ako po, nadawit din po yung mga pangalan ng kapatid ko na wala namang kinalaman. Hindi ho siguro tama na ako ho'y ang Chief Executive Officer ng Bitag Media Unlimited Incorporated sa tabi ko, si Erwin, nadamay. Na wala pong kinalaman sa aming operations sa BMUI. Kung may kasalanan po siguro ang kapatid ko, siya'y masunurin na naging talent lamang at umupo sa kilos pronto. So, sa iba po mga kapatid ko, medyo hindi ho nagsasalita pero masama ang loob. Kasi nadadamay po ang pangalan ng Tulfo. Ngayon, pumunta po talaga ako rito kasi interesado po ako para mawala na po yung impression, perception, haka-haka, pagdududa, at suspicion ng mga iba sa media, partikular sa aking industriya. Ang pagkaalam ko po, nagkaroon ho ng audit observation report or memo na nagsimula po yan, ang tinalong po sa amin, na lumabas po na kami raw, sabi po ng COA, hindi po kami nabigyan yan, na ang lumabas ho ay kami raw na bayaran PTV, pero hinahanap yung kontrata at yung certificate of performance. Meron po kami niyan. At hindi po kami pwedeng maningil sa aming principal ang PTV na wala pong kontrata at wala po kaming certificate of performance faithfully delivered, and then sama rin po yung mga tape on air. So, ito lang hong issue rito. And then, nagkaroon ho ng media frenzy. Nagkaroon ho ng iba't ibang interpretasyon na parang mga iba ho kasi plunder, graft, pagnanakaw, na kuminsan ho sa social media malupit. So nagsimula po dyan sa simpleng katanungan o obserbasyon ng COA na nagmula po riyan na ito na ho ang naging epekto. Ang dahilan po yan ay obserbasyon lamang ng COA. Anong obserbasyon ng COA? Hinihiling lang po sa PTV, yun hong kontrata, which is mahalaga naman. Yun hong certificate of performance that we faithfully delivered, and then may kopya ho kayo ng mga tape on air. Buho yan, walang putol. Ang nagpapasabi ho dyan ay nakaabot na lang ho sa amin na eto nga, tanong sa amin ng media na wala pa ho kaming kopya noon. So hindi ho ako sumasagot, nananahimik lang po ako. So I've been quiet for quite a while until such time na nagsalita na po ako. Naniwala ho kasi ako na if you don't speak, kaya tatahimik, you're withholding the truth. At truth does not have any expiration. It has to come out. So I'm here to uphold the truth. Kaya my presence here, Your Honor, nagpapasalamat po ako na inimbitan niyo ako. At dito po sa akin, ay kung ano pong pinanghahawakan ho namin dokumento at yung mga dapat na ipresenta. Naniniwala rin ho ako dahil siguro po there's a proper forum, sabi niyo nga, na darating din ho yan. Pumunta po ako rito para makatulong ho sa sinasabing kahinaan, pagkukulang, o anumang bagay na kinakailang palakasin. Kung mahina ho yung sinasabing legislasyon na aking paggalang sa inyo, sana makatulong ho ang pagbibigay linaw. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much. Mr. Tulfo, Erwin?
Yes, sir. Simpleng kakulangan lang ho ng dokumento ng PTV na hindi na ibigay sa COA. Ito ho at marami hong nadamay. Ang masaklap po dito sa ating bayan na based on my observation bilang member of the media, pag may nagawa hong, wala pa hong ebidensya, nahuhusgahan na, nasentensyahan ng media. And it's very ironic, Mr. Chairman, because of the fact na time and time again, and I've said it over and over again, na I was not, and has not been a producer of Bitag Multimedia Unlimited Incorporated. Pero pinipilit nung mga ilang media entity na I am part of Bitag. I really don't know why. Yung mga same media na galit sa administrasyon are forcing the issue na I'm part of Bitag na pinapalabas na may sabwatan kami magkakapatid. I am not, Mr. Chairman. And I am here and I'm happy na I was invited to clear my name, all right? I will take on any questions, even questions from Senator Trillanes. I'm waiting for that any moment now. Pero I am telling you, I am not part of this. I am a talent of Bitag, pero hindi po ako regular employee or a producer na sinasabi ng ilang media. I have so many times already told them that I am not part of Bitag. I am just a talent, just like yung cameraman niya, driver, writer. I'm just like that. I get salary, pero I'm not part of it. I am not in the decision-making process. So, I wish with this hearing, Mr. Chair, na this will all clear up. Now, I'm not part of this, but I'm willing to answer any questions. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much. Maraming salamat sa Mr. Tulfo, Erwin. Let me bubuksan ko na po yung ating preliminary statement. Katulad po ng dati, gumagawa po ako ng timeline para maintindihan ng mga nanonood ko ano ang pinag-uusapan dito. Madalas po umaangal ang mga tao, nag-iimbis kami pero hindi nila masundan. And let me assure everyone that this is not a circus. Hindi ko kami dito na mga bounty hunters na hahanapin namin kung sino yung mga basta kami hahanapin na namin kung may malfeasance, misfeasance, non-feasance, and any violation of laws such as the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. Having said that, let me just begin. Ito naman po tayo. We are again faced with the task of determining kung meron tayong sa paggawa ng ating tungkulin sa gobyerno o bilang ahensya ng gobyerno o kawani ng gobyerno ay gumawa ng tinatawag nilang malfeasance o yung maling paggawa at or misfeasance at saka non-feasance. Yung walang ginawa na tuloy nagkaroon ng perwisyo sa gobyerno. Marami na hong kaso na dinaanan natin. There have been cases previous that may have been more difficult to determine where liability rested. Sometimes it came to sabi niya, sabi ko, or sabi niya. He said, situation, straining greatly the powers of the committee to determine who may have been at fault, if there was. Let me just welcome the Senator Bamakina for the record. But here we are going to hear an issue that is close to my heart. Tourism. Maraming nakakalam mo na tourism ang nagpaaral sa akin. Dahil kami sa Subic at negosyo namin ay restaurants, theaters, hotels. Kaya malapit sa akin yan. At tarin ho'y pinalad na tayo inilagay na bilang Tourism Secretary at naging promoter po ng SBMA kung saan ay dinarayin natin ang tourism at saka manufacturing doon. Masakit therefore sa aking damdamin kapag napag-uusapan ang DOT in a manner na hindi positibo. Kasi nga dati din ako naging ama nito o naging kasama ng mga nagtatrabaho sa turismo. May kriwet sa puso kapag ang dati mong ahensya ay nalilihis ng landas. At hindi lang naman ho, tila ngayon nangyayari yan. In fact, marami po akong sama na loob at medyo sasabihin ko ng konti rito o dapat na imbestiga ng araw. Halimbawa na lang, gumawa kami ng batas dito na napakatagal, yung bagong tourism law. Hindi ho pinairal ng mga nakaraang administrasyon yan, 9 na taon hindi pinairal yung TIESA, na dapat marami na tayong magagandang hotel at maganda tayong mga investment opportunities sa tourism. Kung titingnan niyo po ang mga pahayagan natin, sinasabi palagi, it's tourism, stupid. Tayo ay kumikita ngayon sa overseas Filipino workers, sa mga BPOs, at sa bunting mga small, sa mga pinakamalaki yung small and medium business enterprises na nagkakonstitute na 99.something% ng mga natatrabaho sa ating bayan. Ang tourism ang pinakamalaking industriya sa buong mundo. Kaya medyo mahina ho tayo kung hindi natin sasamantalahin na napakalaki ng mga nagbibiyahe sa buong mundo at lumalaki pa ng sariling kusa. Kaya ngayon, ang ating bansa ay hindi naman ho tayo nangungulilat pero tumaas ho tayo. Sapagkat kung titignan ninyo, nung panahon ko sa turismo, ang budget dyan ay pangatlo sa kulilat. At mismong si President Macapagal-Arroyo, nung ginawa namin yung batas, sinasabi niya, I will make it the tourism primary engine of growth, sabi niya sa akin. Kaya niya ako nakuha na mag-Secretary of Tourism. Naniniwala ko kami pareho dyan hanggang ngayon. Pero ngayon, kayo tumaas na. Kayo na 8 from the lowest. If that is to be something that we should be happy about. Kasi kami nung araw, nung nagpunta ako sa una kong labas sa Pilipinas, nagpunta ako sa Hong Kong dahil inuuna ko yung malalapit. Sabi siya, we have heard so much about you, na-promote mo na Subic. Noon dumating ka, ikaw dito, nasiyan kami. Meron ba kayong budget? Oh, meron. Sabi ko, magkano budget siya? Sabi ko, 800 million. Is that for Hong Kong alone? Sabi ko, no, that's for the whole world. Ako gano'n. At nakikita ko, tumatawag mo sa inyo. Talagang gipit ang pera dyan. At tila, hindi binibigyan ng tamang pansin ang turismo. At tila, katulad na kaya tinanong ko kayo na si Secretary Teo, ang focus natin palagi ay foreign tourists. At kaya nung kami umupo, konting attention sa foreign tourists, napalakas naman namin sa Wow Philippines campaign na hindi naman ho kami binayaran. Kami-kami na lang ho lumikha noon. Wala kaming advertising agency na binayaran na napakalaki. Hindi ho kami nangopya. Pero ang lumabas yan, tumaas ang turismo. Tumaas kaagad, and I have some data here, ewan kung ba't di pinapakita, tumaas kaagad ang domestic tourism kapag nag-focus kami dyan doon sa Visit Philippines 2003 at ang focus ko niyan, huwag maging dayuhan sa sariling bansa na galing mismo sa dating isang tourism secretary. At nag-focus tayo dyan. At ngayon, ang domestic tourism natin ay 69 million. Nagbibiyahe na ang Pilipino. So, yung maliit na pera natin ay napalaki na lahat ng mga Secretary of Tourism. Masakit nga lang, nagbayad pa tayo doon sa Explore Fund in the Philippines ng, sabi sa akin ng mga taga-Secretary of Tourism na Department of Tourism, 6.5 million sa advertising agency para kopyahin lamang yung It's More Fun in Switzerland. Yes, in 1952, ay nako, wala na naman yung ating slide. In 1952, It's More Fun in Switzerland lumabas at ngayon lumabas sa atin It's More Fun in the Philippines. At nakakalungkot rin, medyo nakakapikon rin, dahil bago yung It's More Fun in the Philippines, tinanggal nga yung Wow Philippines, wala ko kasama ng loob doon eh. Ganun tayo, ugali natin, palit ng palit eh. Pero sana, maandar, sana maayos na, no? At ngayon, ang nangyari ho, ay naggawa pa tayo ng Pilipinas kay Ganda, bago yung It's More Fun in the Philippines. Huwag kayong mag-alala. At lalabas ho yan, ay kinopya yung tinatawag na Polska, Poland. Ayan o, Pilipinas kay Ganda, nabisto tayo, wala ba tayong creativity sa ating bansa, kinopya yung tipo at i-withdraw after spending several million pesos. Nagsumbong ko sa akin yung mga tiga Las Vegas nung nilabas yan. Nung war fund in the Philippines, wala pa akong 1 minute inanunsyo ng tourism secretary yan nakatawag na sa akin lahat yung mga sumusunod sa tourism. Sabi, kinopya sa Switzerland. It's more fun in Switzerland. Now that I've said that, kumasos tayo ng malaki dyan, andyan na yan. Tuloy-tuloy na. Pero masakit sa akin talaga, hindi pinapairal yung dapat lumakas na sana ang tourism. Pati yun, pinupuntahan nating sports arena ngayon, yung Philippine Arena, humingi yan at binigyan ng TIESA certificate, hindi binigay at hanggang ngayon nahihirapan silang ilabas pa yung kanilang gamit, samantalang dyan na ginawa yung mga ibang malalaking events. At lalakas ngayon ang Bulacan, katulad ng paglakas yung araw sa Araneta Coliseum. Sabi, sino naglalagay ng itlog dyan sa gitna ng Cubao na puro bukid, lumakas ngayon ang Cubao dahil dyan. Sa Makatwid, may mga pioneers talagang gagawa yan. Kaya ako lang sinabi yan in connection with this. Ang pakay po ng tourism o ng advertising is to promote properly. Dalhin natin ang mga turista, foreign and domestic. Kung makikipagsabayan tayo sa foreign, talagang wala tayong kalaban-laban. Yung magkapaglagay lang kami ng Wow Philippines sa London taxi, lundagan na kami noong araw. Nakalagay doon, ginawa nung isang tourism attaché natin yan, na nag-resign na rin, nag-retire na rin. Pinalalakad ko sa kanila yan. Pero ang sinasabi ko lang, eto, pumasok tayo ngayon dito, at umpisahan ko yung tungkol sa pakay dito. Nag-umpisa itong paksa na ito dahil sumulat ang PCOO Secretary sa DOT na gusto ninyo na magkaroon kayo ng sabuatan o hindi sabuatan, samahan. Sorry, force of habit. Samahan na ipopromote ninyo yung tourism sa ating bansa. At nag-offer kagad kayo to the PCOO Secretary na gagamitin ng channel form. It's nothing new. Tayo mismo po ay may show nung araw sa PTV4, wala rin bayad. Yung Wow Philippines. At sinama ko nga ho dito si Secretary at si Undersecretary Reyes sa likod ko at ginawa namin yung show na yan para i-promote nga yung domestic tourism. Walang bayad. Pati ang binabayaran lang ho namin ng konti, yung mga cameraman, yung mga nag-overtime, yung co-host. At lumakas naman ho. To make a long story short, pagkatapos yan, nagkaroon na ng nagkaroon na ng usapan ang PTVNI at saka DOT at pagkatapos yung DOT nagbigay ng pera sa PTNI para ilabas yung advertising program ng DOT sa PTV4. At nagkaroon ng kontrata. May I have the timeline, please? I'm sorry, it's supposed to be here. Please take care of this damn thing. Yan yung letter, January 16, 2017. Letter from PCOO Secretary Martin Andanar, proposed to partner with DOT through television programs and services with PTV in marketing Philippine tourism. Next. February 6. Wala pang ilang linggo, mabilis, letter proposal from PTV People's Television Network, PTNI, to DOT for a partnership through TV programs and services. Signed by Ramon Del Rosario, andito si Mr. Del Rosario, Group Head, Programming Airtime Management, noted by Dino Apolonio, President, General Manager ng PTNI. With note from Secretary Teo, approve under branding. Wala akong dinadagdag dito. Walang sobra. Walang kulang. Huh?
Can they confirm?
Yes, it's all, the best evidence is the document. This is confirmed at the request of Senator Binay. Kino-confirm niya, di ba? And this is the document here. So, sa law, the best document is the paper itself. No? Now, next. On February 8, 2 days later, a memorandum from Attorney Arlene Mancao, and I will ask Secretary Teo to produce Ms. Mancao if we need to. And we need her. Hindi dumarating. No? Subject partnership with PTV. PTV's package consists of DOT TV spot placement on PTV4's major newscast. Doon ata kikita yung ibabayad doon. Ang kapalit ng babayad ng DOT, correct me if I'm wrong, ay newscast ng program i-advertise ang DOT doon sa mga newscast. Dahil yun ang pinakamalakas. Sunod doon sa Lotto, sa PTV. Yung program ng Lotto ng PTV ang pinakamalakas sa PTV. Number 1 yan. Second, PTV will air DOT's 30-second TVC in 6 times in all its major daily newscasts, morning, noontime, prime time, and late night, or 3 minutes worth DOT spot per newscast. 2, 6-minute segment by-in PTV's daily news type magazine, segment Kilos Pronto. Yan na lumabas yung pangalan ng Kilos Pronto. Plus, 3-minute or 6:30 seconds DOT spot within the program. 3, a 21-minute segment by on a Sunday prime time plus a total of 9 minutes DOT omnibus TV spots within the program or a total of 30 minutes per episode per TV show. The memo is approved by Secretary Tayo. Do you confirm that, Secretary Tayo? Yes. February 17, the Bids and Awards Committee, headed by no less than Undersecretary De Castro, who's here. Bids and Awards Committee Resolution number 43 resolves to recommend to the head of the procuring entity, Hope, that the alternative method of agency to agency, government to government, ang tawag dyan, procurement be used to procure the TV spot placements in PTV. Note, PTV for joint marketing on tourism projects offering DOT their major daily newscast and exclusive Sunday primetime spot ang amount 120 million pesos. So PTV pa yan at saka DOT. Ano ha? Next. On March 14, 2017, certification from PTNI's General Manager Dino Apolonio. Undersecretary, do you confirm the previous statement? Yes. 1. Mandate to deliver the goods and services required to be procured or undertake the infrastructure project or consultancy required by DOT. 2. PTNI has the absorptive capacity to undertake the project. PTNI has access to the necessary tools and equipment for the project. Next, please. The Memorandum of Agreement on March 15, 2017 that was signed between DOT and PTNI to broadcast the DOT's TVC commercials with a total contract cost of 120 million. Specifically includes the airing, as previously stated, of, ito na importante, of a 6-minute segment by plus 3 minutes or 6 30-second ads. 30 seconds so per isa. So 3 minutes, 6 anim yun. DOT spot in PTV's daily news type magazine segment Kilos Pronto. Yun po yung korporasyon ni Gilon Tulfo. Ben Tulfo, to be precise. The segment was created by Bitag Media Unlimited or BMUI, produced by Ben Tulfo, a brother of Secretary Wanda Tulfo. Those are the facts. Does everybody confirm? And please speak to the microphone, Mr. Tulfo.
Yes.
Thank you. Wanda?
Yes.
Thank you. DOT obligation request and status OBR number 1703-707. Payee PTNI amount 120 million. Ang babayaran po ng DOT ay PTNI. DOT certificate as to availability of funds for a 1-year contract for supply of commodity services. Signed by Aida Soriano, Department Chief Accountant, amount 120 million. Payment for the DOT TV spot payments to maximize the latest domestic tourism promotion and campaign. Next, please. Implementation plan was given. Ayan na yan. Period covered March 16, 2017 to February 19, 2018. Kulang-kulang isang taon. Ano? TV programs, Good Morning Pilipinas, Monday to Friday, 7 to 8 a.m. PTV News Afternoon, Monday to Friday, 1 to 2 p.m. PTV News Evening, Monday to Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. PTV News Late Night, Monday to Friday, 9:15 to 10:30 p.m. Prepared by Golda Gorospe, Sales and Marketing, approved by Ramon Del Rosario, Head Programming and Airline Management. Do you concur? Do you agree, Senator Rosario?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Note, COA 2017 comments and observations, page 8888. We noted several inconsistencies on the number of times the DOT TVC segment programs were aired, no? Tuloy niya, next. Nakalagay, meron na silang sinabing inconsistencies. On March 16, 2017, effectivity of MOA and shall be valid for 1 year. Next, please. On April 3, 2017, Memorandum of Agreement between PTNI and Bitag, ito na, pumasok na ang Bitag, BMUI, yung po ang Bitag, for the daily telecast of Kilos Pronto. Signed by Ben Tulfo, President of BMUI, and Dino Apolonio, GM of PTNI. Is that correct, sir?
That's correct.
Sir? Is that correct?
Those figures and our figures here exactly for PTNI.
So it's yes.
Yes.
Thank you. BMUI agrees to provide PTNI a 6-minute segment by within its program Kilos Pronto. From March 20, 2017 to March 19, 2018, PTNI agrees to pay 35.67 million. Lumalabas, 227,000 pesos per 6 minutes times 157 segments equals 35.67 million. In other words, 157 segments on both. And then 227,000 for 12 months equals 18,900 for 30 seconds. Kinagamit ko lang yun para maintindihan ng tao kung anong halaga per 30 seconds. Ano? Next. April 3, 2017. BMUI agrees to provide a 3-minute or 6:30-second DOT spot placement within the program March 3, 2017. It would appear that there was a prior agreement between Secretary Wanda and Ben. Yan ang lumalabas sa amin.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but that's not true.
Okay, I'll let you explain that later. These are just comments by the staff. Dahil nagpirmahan kayo, April na eh. Pero meron ganun eh. Lumalabas ganun. Aired from March 20, 2017 to March 22, 2018. A total of 1,095 minutes. PTNI agrees to pay 59 million 13. Or 59 million divided by 1,095 minutes equals 54,000 per minute. Equals 27,000 per 30 seconds. Total 94.8 million. Note, Kilos Pronto, please go back, is a public service program showcasing immediate assistance and action on complaints or concerns by guests or callers, hosted by Ben and Erwin Tulfo. The show is a block timer on PTV4. Is that correct, sir?
May mga problema po ako dyan sa consistency ng pagpaportray ng Kilos Pronto. Parang ang dating, kami ho yung sinasabing public service lang. Let me clear na ang Kilos Pronto po is an offshoot ho yan. Walang galang na. Doon sa Tulfo Brothers, tatlo kami. Ngayon, we decided, kami ho sa BMUI, created Kilos Pronto news magazine with people's, places, and events. Call to action. So ito ho yung programa na hindi lang po doon call to actions. Informative.
Well, we're arguing the content of the program.
Dito sa Kilos Pronto ho yan. Kasi yung program ho ng Kilos Pronto, dinidefine ko ho eh. Ang dating ho kasi parang public service lang eh. Nag-evolve ho ang Kilos Pronto. It came from a different station and then moved to PTV because of the egging on of our major advertising, which is not DOT. And because it came from a different channel, so we decided to move to another channel. Pero ang format ho namin, news magazine, while everybody's doing the news, we're doing some kind of, ito ho'y news magazine. If everybody's doing the news magazine ho kami, public service, people, places, and events.
Well, it doesn't. Just go to the facts and we'll discuss it
Yes.
later. Next, please. Block time is a paid time allotted to an individual not belonging to the station. Kumukuha siya ng block time and he can sell it for advertisement to others. Pero siya ang may-ari ng oras na yan. It doesn't belong to the station. He has a contract with the station. Is that correct?
Your Honor,
Si
with
Senate
due
President sabi correct eh. Pero
yeah,
bulaga ito eh.
maganda ho siguro, sir, i-clarify ho natin para maintindihan ho ng taong bayan. May stigma ho kasi pag sinabing black timer.
No. We're not
Ako ho
discussing
kasi,
that. Ben, let me finish this para you can discuss that later because walang pinag-uusapan stigma. Don't be too defensive because ang pinag-uusapan lang natin yung black timer. Walang judgment yan. General lang yan.
Okay.
Billing statement to PTNI from Bitag. Remember that these are just the facts as called. BMUI for billing for DOT ads aired during Kilos Pronto amount 23.70 million April 21, 2017. Andiyan lahat ang prime time on PDP4. Labas-labas na ho yan. Lahat ng mga dates. March 20, 24, 27, 31, April 3, 7 to 7, 10, 13, 17, 21. Andiyan na ho lahat yan. Very specific. Yan ang nakalap namin. Next, please. April 26, check number 790940. Ito yung bayaran lang nung nagbayad na ng pursuant to the contract. DOT payment for service rendered by PTNI. Re-commercial spot within PTV News, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. airtime for Travel Pinas with billing invoice number 00758. We can produce the billing numbers here. PTV issued OR number 4800591 dated April 28. These are details. Ang pinapalabas na dito, binayaran yung programa. Gross amount 30 million, net amount 28.12 million. May comments and observations on COA page 86. May notice of disallowance dated 8 June 2018. Go ahead. People's Television Network on May 10, 2017, disbursement voucher number payee Bitag Media Unlimited Incorporated amount 22.8 million. Go ahead. May 11, 2017, PTV4 and PTNI made a payment by check. Yung binabayad ng DOT sa PTNI, binabayad ng PTNI naman sa Bitag. Yan lang ang sinasabi niya. Okay? 22 million. May 12, payment received. Masyadong detalyado ito. 22 million. Go ahead. Received na ng PTNI. August 14, check number 792177. Binayaran naman ng DOT ang PTNI for commercial spots. Nakalagay na dyan kung ano. Binayaran ng 24 million. Ang net amount 22.5 million. May comments ulit ang COA. Notice of disallowance dated 8 June 2018. Ha? Is COA here? Do you have a copy of the disallowance, please? Can you please forward this? Pakikuha nga lang, Joy. Thank you for reminding me, Joy. Lahat ho ng notice of disallowance, Joy, yung page na yan para ma-comment namin. Mabigay sa mga sagot. Can you Xerox it for the benefit of all the other senators? Go ahead. Next. October 24. Ganun na naman, parehong DOT pays PTNI third tranche 20% of contract cost relative to commercial spots sa PTV4 News, Bagong Pilipinas, blah blah blah. Gross amount 24 million, 22.5 million. Pareho rin ang comments. Yung mga comments yung Ma'am Ludivina, yung ba rin ang comments siya? Nakalagay dyan, yung binigay yung papel. Please do not nod your head.
Sir, Norma Aquino po. Ako po yung nag-OT. Bago lang po si Ludivina.
Norma, ano kayo?
Aquino po.
Okay. Alright. You took an oath already, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige. Norma, tama yung mga sinasabi niyo dyan. Pare-pareho yan, no?
Opo.
Okay, go ahead.
Isang ND lang po kasi yun na naka-enumerate po yung different payments. Isang ND lang po. Isang notice of disallowance na naka-itemize po lahat ng payments. Apo. Pare-parehas lang po.
Pare-pareho. Biniyak namin lahat para
Opo, yun po.
Para maintindihan. October 24, 2017, check number 796637, 24 million. Pareho, meron rin disallowance at saka meron observations ng COA. Next. October 30, PTV Network disbursement voucher. Yun ang disbursement ng PTV para mabayaran yung next. November 10, 2017, pare-pareho yan. Payment received by BMUI from PTNI. Official receipt by BDMI, by BMUI, payer sila. PTNI official receipt, payer BMUI, 784,000. Isa una, ang total lahat yan is 17.77 million. Tapos may binayaran na total na 4.74 million. Yun ang bayad sa black time, di ba? Is that correct, Ben? Black time, 4.74 million.
Your Honor, tatanong ko, ito ba'y kontrata ng PTV and DOT? Is this something to do with PTV and DOT?
Yeah, meron silang kontrata na
Pero
sila.
kami ho kasi, we don't have any personality with the...
No, I'm not asking you that. Just answer the question. You're defending yourself right away.
Yes.
I'm still going through the facts. I have to show the facts because ang trail ng pera galing sa DOT, nagkontrata sila, binayaran ang PTV network at ang BTV network naman ang nagbabayad sa inyo.
Correct.
Yun lang sinasabi dyan. Alright? Next. I have to go through this para maintindihan nyo. Kung gusto nyo, magtatanong na lang kami. Kakapaka-paka yung lahat dyan. November 20, 2017, billing statement to PTNI. Katulad ng sinabi ko, from Bitag Media, nag-bill kayo, 18.96 million. 4 kilos pronto again. Next. December 15, 2017, yan disbursement voucher ng PTV. At pagkatapos 16.39 million ang pay Bitag. Next. Let's go, hurry up. Payment received by BMUI from PTNI. Sinasabi lang natanggap niya yung pera. 16.39 million. Go. February 12, nasa 2018 na tayo. Dahil 1 year rin ang contract na ito, DOT payment for services rendered by PTNI, 4 tranches na ito, 24 million, net amount 22.5 million. The same notations from the COA on comments and observations, page 86, notice of disallowance. Next. February 22, billing statement to PTNI from Bitag, 15.7 million. Next. Yan ulit yung mga na-receive, 14.8 million. Next, please. March 5, payment received by BMUI, papatunay na natanggap niya yung pera na 14.8 million. Next, please. April 6, 2018, check number 799659. DOT payment for services rendered by PTNI, re-DOT spot placements for the months of October, November, and December 2017 to maximize the Department of Domestic Tourism Program. Gross amount 12.61 million, net amount 11.82 million. Next. April 30, 2018, Mr. Ben Tulfo accused Tourism Undersecretary Jose Gabriel Pompi Laviña of informing the media about the Commission audit report questioning the 60 million payment this company received from the PTV. Gusto mo palang maging secretary ng DOT, ha? Sabi mo, well, these are one. Mga dalawang media sa, well, I'm not going to go into that. That's politics.com. Mga statement na yan. Next. Wala na? So, ito ang summary lahat. May statement si Martin Nandalar na I cannot comment on the issue. Naghihintay tayo sa resulta ng pag-aaral ng Malacanang. Anyway, on the summary of checks issued by DOT to PTNI, don't we have this here? Why don't you show it? Ang hindi lang nabayaran yung last payment dahil pinigil na ng DOT ng bagong secretary. Is that correct? That is for April, 11.82 million. So kung nabayaran lahat yan, ang total dapat, gross amount is 114.61 million, net amount is 107.44 million, hindi na nabayaran yung 11.82 million. Is that correct?
When I came, this was already all given out. There was nothing.
But there was a check na hindi na binigay sa BMUI.
Meron ba? No, wala.
Wala na, hindi na binayaran.
All amounting to 120 million.
Nabayaran lahat?
Ang pagkaalam ko, nabayaran lahat ng 120 million. Hindi nabayaran lahat.
I will ask COA. Nabayaran ba lahat?
Sir, hanggang dyan lang po yung nabayaran kasi pumutok na po yung issue. So,
Hindi,
at saka wala na pong ano,
Tinatanong kung nabayaran lahat yung 114 million yan.
114 million po gross.
Gross nabayaran.
Nabayaran po. Hindi na po umabot sa 120.
Mr. Del Rosario or Mr. Apolonio?
Mr. Chair, according to our records, ang total gross amount po na natanggap ng PTNI from DOT is 102, given out in 4 tranches. Yung 5th tranche po hindi na po na-release.
Sana punta yung 5 million? Nawawala raw, sabi ni Senator Binay.
Sir, ito lang po sir yung aming nasa
May I have a
records.
copy of that, please?
Yes sir,
We
and
don't have a copy of
also with the acknowledgement vouchers na binigay po sa DOT.
All right. All these vouchers and will constitute evidence that we will, as a committee, determine. No. In the meantime, that is the paper trail of the money and the transactions that came about as of insofar as this is concerned. Now, the facts show, and it cannot be denied, and I will be very direct now. Secretary Wanda, Ben Tulfo is your brother, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you entered into an agreement with PTNI, pursuant to a letter given by Secretary Andrade,
Yes, Your Honor.
offering the services, nagbibigay sila, i-offer nila yung TV time ng PTV4, which is a government channel.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you bother to find out whether having a contract with your brother is legal?
I didn't know that Kilos Pronto is of Ben Tulfo. All I know is he's Bitag.
Sorry?
Hindi ko po alam na si Ben Tulfo ay Kilos Pronto. All I know of Ben Tulfo is Bitag.
Hindi nyo alam na may programa yung kapatid nyo na Kilos Pronto?
Hindi po. Hindi po kasi ako wala po akong time manood ng mga
Alam
show.
nyo yung Bitag pero hindi nyo alam yung Kilos Pronto?
Hindi ko po alam ang Kilos Pronto.
Yung Bitag alam ninyo?
Bitag po alam ko.
Okay. Alright,
But in the contract, it says Kilos Pronto. Kaya hindi ko po alam na Bitag po ayun.
Because lumalabas dyan, there are 3 documents that show that you signed documents knowing that Kilos Pronto was there. In fact, nandito pa kami because lumalabas na hindi pa tapos na parang nag-usap kayo, tinanong kita dyan kanina,
No.
at nagpirmahan kayo April. Pero March 15, meron na kayong parang agreement dahil sinasabi doon, gagamitin yung pera para sa Kilos Pronto.
My contract was between PTB4 and DOT. Yun lang po ang kontrata ko. Beyond that, I do not know kung saan po ilalagay ni PTB4 yung mga ads namin.
So, ang may kasalanan, PDB4, gano'n ba?
Yun po. Because
You don't feel at any time na kapatid ko yan bakit kayo nagbigay ng kontrata sa kapatid ko? Bawal sa batas yan.
they could have told me, but hindi ko po alam. From the very start, hindi ko po alam. Have I known it, I would not have signed the contract.
You know, I will disclose. Kumpadre ko si Mon Tulfo. Tagal na kami magkaibigan yan. Si Irwin, nakasama ko sa Channel 5. I'm giving a public disclosure para wala kayong masasabi sa akin. Si Ben, nakakausap ko pero bihira. Bihira, I cannot even remember the last time. Si Rafi, kasama ko sa Channel 5 nung ako yung nag-media dyan. Wanda, you and I, the last time I saw you was in Turkey. I was on my way to a conference in Israel. Alright? And let me just say this. Kahit na ganun yan, please allow me to be firm and fair. The Constitution prohibits conflicts of interest. They shall not, during said tenure, directly or indirectly, and it refers to the President, Vice President, members of the Cabinet, and their deputies, practice any other profession, participate, or be financially interested in any contract with the government. They shall strictly avoid conflicts of interest in the conduct of their office. And every Filipino must know the Constitution.
Yes.
We have a say in law, ignoratio lege non excusat. Ignorance of the law does not excuse anyone. I just want to tell you that because you're under oath and that is your defense, hindi mo alam. Alright?
Hindi ko po alam.
That's why, to be fair,
Because, Your Honor, the contract from the very start was between PTB4 and DOT. Sila po ang naglagay kung ano po, saan po nila ilalagay yung mga ads. So I focus on the contract. Yun po ang contract ko from the very start. I have here the documents that says,
you have lawyers around you. You have a certain Attorney Mancao.
yes, my chief of staff.
I have been in the government myself, and I'm a lawyer. But even then, I have lawyers who will tell me, o baka may palpak tayo dyan, ha? Baka meron tayo na babailate dyan. Hindi mo ginawa yan.
Dumaan po sa proseso. It went to the process, the review po ng back, then the back of a check. Dumaan po sa lawyers. So I trust all my people because I know they're competent.
It seemed therefore that they're incompetent now.
I don't know. Kasi hindi
Eh,
po,
lumalabas, incompetent sila.
kasi po hindi ko po alam. From the very start, if I knew it, I would not have signed the contract. I would not
Alright,
allow it.
I just wanted to point that out to you na ganun yun. Alright, na may conflict of interest.
Yeah.
The process was not strictly followed in accordance with the Constitution. Sa Constitution pa lang yun, ha? And not just once, twice, 3 times na lumalabas yung programa na Kilos Pronto. Bakit ini-specify? Why did you specify Kilos Pronto in the contract? Yan ang nakakagulo sa akin eh.
Mr. Chair, the initial draft of the MOA between DOT and PTV, according to Mr. Del Rosario, came from DOT.
DOT ang nagbigay ng kontrata sa inyo na nakalagay na yung Kilos Pronto.
Yes, sir.
Secretary tayo?
No, Your Honor. They made a proposal. And in the proposal, there was already Kilos Pronto. I'm sorry, but that's not true.
Well, I'm not going to go to, I'll go to, I just want to be sure that we leave no stone unturned here.
Sila po ang nagbigay ng
Una,
proposal sa amin. And in the
Secretary
proposal,
Andalor sent you a letter. Wala
Yeah.
naman nakalagay doon.
yes,
Pagdating na ng kontrata sa Channel 4 or sa PTV4, may nakalagay na Kilos Pronto. Not just once, not just twice, but 3 times. So lumalabas na ang sinasabi nila galing sa DOT. And kahit na galing sa DOT at nilagay ng, lagay mo na, hindi totoo yan at ang naglagay PTV4, dapat yung lawyers nyo o ikaw mismo, dapat sinabi mo, oy, may nagsabi sa akin yung Kilos Pronto, kapatid ko pala yan eh, papahamak nyo ba ako?
wala pong nagsabi sa akin na Kilos Pronto was my brother. Wala po from the very start. I said, I don't know that Kilos Pronto because all I know, kasi po hindi po ako nanonood ng TV, I'm a very busy person. I've been traveling a lot. Ang alam ko po, si Ben Tulfo, Erwin Tulfo, and Rafi Tulfo were at TB5. Yung T3 po.
Did you know that he was at PTV4?
Hindi ko po alam. Later on ko na po alam nung pumutok na po yung issue and it was already in the media that Kilos Pronto was my brother.
Well, in fairness to you, I didn't know either na lumipat na
Hindi ko po
sa
alam.
PTV4
Kasi
yung
po,
mga kapatid
may
nyo, no?
kanya-kanya po kami.
Although
to?
si Irwin, sabi ko ba't nasa PTV4 na si Irwin, nasa tumatawag araw-araw yung assistant ni Irwin, ang nangingi ng comment. Since the investigation, I have not answered any of the interviews requested by the program, in fairness. Para hindi niyo ako masasabihan na ano. But anyway, to be sure, I just want to set the record straight here. So you insist that itong kontrata nito nakalagay kagad yung Kilos Pronto. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't bother to check na baka may sabit yan.
Sir, upon nung natanggap po namin, we reviewed it, but we were not thinking of
Conflict of interest.
conflict of interest.
Are you
because-
familiar with the term inexcusable negligence?
No, Your Honor.
Ang pumirma ng kontrata is Ben Tulfo. It did not ring any bells to you? Tulfo ang nakapirma. Secretary Tulfo is the sister of Ben Tulfo. It did not occur to you or to Wanda, nakalagay doon, Sinabi mo ba kay Secretary Wanda, oy, kapatid niyo yan pinipirma, baka masabit kayo dyan?
Mr. Chair, as far as PTV is concerned, we do not have any conflicts of interest with either party. Kaya po, we are leaving it up to basically the end user. After we have checked ourselves, wala po kaming conflict of interest.
So you're saying now, kasalanan ng Secretary Tayo at ni Wanda at ni ng DOT?
I'm not exactly saying it,
No,
sir.
what are you saying then?
But I think everybody should also determine po kung meron silang just like we did, kung meron po kaming conflict of interest.
No, you don't have a conflict of interest. It really is the Secretary of Tourism, DOT, giving money to PTV na nakalagay yung kapatid niya, yung kumpanya ng kapatid niya ang mabibigyan. Now, to my mind, I find it strange that you could not put two and two together.
Sir, during that time, we were not thinking of it in those terms dahil po ang nasa pag-iisip po namin dahil kailangan po ng PTV ng revenue because yun po talaga ang we are very dependent on the revenue that we earn because we are only partially subsidized by the government.
And how much did you earn from this contract, PTV?
Sir, according to our records, roughly ang sinubmit ko po doon is it's around 20 million po.
So you made 20 million.
Yes, sir.
All right, and the rest went to Mr. Tulfo's company, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Whatever was paid to us by DOT, minus po ang whatever is billed to us. Yung remainder po ang natira sa PTV, and yun po ang parang aming revenue.
Now let me go into something very, very. I was in Procter & Gamble before I became a lawyer. I was in brand, all right? Pag ako mangunguha ng advertising, titignan ko muna, Secretary Tayo, I'll address this to you. Titignan ko muna, malakas ba itong programang ito ba ang the best? Even kami lahat, nagkakandidato kami. Ang mahal mag-advertise sa ABS-CBN. Ang mahal mag-advertise sa TV, sa Channel 7. Pero, because yun ang mga nagre-rate, napipilitan kami. Kaya gusto kong palitan yung franchise sa mga yan ay baba pagka-eleksyon dahil sobra To make a long story short, titignan ko muna, ito ba ang rating? Now, let me just show you something. Ito from PTV ratings ito, na ang rating ng Kilos Pronto sa PTV4 is number 83. PTV4 yun, Ayan. Pakita nga yung number 1. Ang number 1, Lotto. Go up to number 1. Who's handling this? Ayan. Let's play Lotto. The rest, this is for the period. Labas ito sa period niya. May 6 to August 4, 2018. Alright? Let's play Lotto number 1. Tapos yung mga individual programs na yan. But even tanggalin yung mga individual programs from that period, lalabas number 37 yung Kilos Pronto. Why would you advertise, Wanda, Secretary Tayo, to a program that is not rating even within its own network? Doon sa network niya, hindi siya scorer. Kung mapipilitan ako, mag-advertise ako doon sa number 1. Pero the second point here is, I want to say, bago ko mag-advertise doon, yan ba, ano ba ang merkadong tinitingnan ninyo?
Actually po, it was PTB4 who gave, in the letter, they already suggested that Kilos Pronto. Andito po yung kanilang proposal. They made a proposal to us. So the proposal was already there, Kilos Pronto. Hindi po sila nagsabi kung saan ang rating. Just like when we advertise with TV stations like ABS-CBN, GMA, nag-advertise din po kami, and they also gave us the proposal na ito yung mga dapat doon kami.
Yung mga programa.
Yes, ganun po ang content.
Don't you have an advertising agent? Buyer for you?
Advertising agent?
Media buyer?
Wala po. Copy daw na. Wala tayong advertising.
Dapat may media buyer kayo. Dahil kung meron kayong 100 million, wherever you go,
Actually,
wherever
marami,
you go, international or domestic, dapat may media buyer kayo who will advise you, dito tayo mag-advertise. Ang market natin, ang kinukuha natin dyan, ano ba? Mga estudyante ba? Yung ba mga young entrepreneurs ba? Ito bang kontratang ito bang lalabas dito, ay yung bang makukuha natin? Kaya hindi kayo mag-advertise sa loto dahil para ito mataya sa loto yun eh. Siguro mag-advertise kayo sa mga rating shows na pambata o young businessmen or dahil nag-iimbita kayo pumunta sa probinsya eh.
nag-advertise din po kami upon the request of Secretary Andanar kasi kailangan po namin tulungan din ang government station kasi yun po ang sabi ng Presidente, tulungan namin. So we also advertise it.
Kahit na sinabi ng Presidente, tulungan niyo ang PTV4, kailangan pa rin gamitin ang ulo para i-advertise sa tamang programa.
Sila po ang nag-suggest, PTV4 ang po ang nag-suggest ng when they made the proposal, andito na po yun. So we followed what was in the proposal.
Yeah, it is correct. Nakalagay nga dito.
Yun po.
What do you say?
Mr. Chair.
February 6, 2017. Ang proposal nyo, yung news programs at saka yung tinatawag na Kilos Pronto. News type magazine.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chair, when we develop the concept kung ano po yung ipopropose, nandyan nga po yung aming mga newscasts, public affairs shows, and kaya po na napasama diyan yung Kilos Pronto is because the format of the show is fitting. At ang iniisip po namin besides putting the commercial spots of DOT doon po sa aming mga shows including Kilos Pronto is we are also producing a travel show for DOT. At kung pababayaan lang po namin mag-umpisa yung travel show, baka po hindi mag-gain ng traction. So
No, but that is the problem of DOT, not your problem. Ang gusto mo, makuha yung pera ng DOT para makakuha ka ng revenue. Ang problema ni Secretary Teo, dapat mag-advertise ako doon sa tamang produkto. Yung Bills and Awards Committee, hindi nyo ba tinignan nyo?
Sir, tinignan po namin. Basically, we based it on the spots that PTV was offering to us. We compared it if we place it on the number of spots, if we place it in other channels. Lumabas naman po sa study po ng Bids and Awards na mas makakamura po talaga sa PTV.
Makakamura, but is that qualitative? Is that your market? DOT is a promotional agency of the government. You have a tourism promotion board. The tourism promotion board should have somebody in their office that will advise the secretary, and the secretary is the chairperson. Huwag tayo dyan mag-advertise. Di bale, mahal, kahit 12 lang advertising natin dito sa programa na ito, sa station na ito, rating yan. Parang kumakandidato si Nancy Binay, o ako, o si Bam Aquino, o si Sunny, sabihin niya, dito kami, mataas ang rating nito eh. Wala ba kayong ganun sa Tourism Promotion Board?
Good morning,
Yes.
Secretary, Your Honor.
Mr. Gonzalez, is it?
Yes.
Tourism Promotion?
Yes po.
Oo.
Yung for the Department of Tourism.
Kayo ang nagbigay ng pera dito, di ba? Pera nyo ito?
Hindi po,
Saan
Secretary.
galing? DOT?
I understand they have
Ga?
their own branding
Parang may nakita
budget.
akong Tourism Promotion Board yun. Sige, go ahead.
Opo. And what I understand, sir, is that the TPB was not involved or was not invited in the vetting of the placements.
You were not invited?
The TPP in general is
Okay,
not
hindi kayo,
invited.
so umiiwas kayo?
Hindi po ko mini-invite.
Hindi kayo na-invite?
Hindi po, sir.
Meron din silang sariling place. Sarili sila.
We have our marketing communications po.
Nag-advertise ba rin kayo?
Yes, sir. May vetting pong ginagawa ang marketing communications department. So that's how we do ad placements po.
When I was the Secretary of Tourism, I used to say, dito kayo mag-advertise. CNN tayo, yan ang kaya natin. at mga businessmen yan, by word of mouth, dadating dito. Hindi yun talagang ideal, pero we made it and tumaas naman ng promotion. Hindi ko sinasabi magaling kami, pero we just try. Ang punto dito, Secretary Teo, and I'm also addressing it to Secretary Puyat, kung mag-a-advertise kayo, piliin nyo yung programa na tama.
Nag-advertise din po kami sa ABS-CBN, GMA, marami pong ibang placements na nag-advertise din po kami.
Magkano in-offer sa inyo ng ABS-CBN? Sabi ni Secretary Aquino, Senator Aquino.
Million.
Is it not true that DOT also advertised for the same period? I don't know which you advertised, pero sabi sa akin, sa GMA, nagbayad kayo ng 23 million, at saka sa ABS-CBN, nagbayad kayo ng 23 million, and you paid 20 million to CNN.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Discovery Channel, 51 million.
Meron din po.
Wow.
Can you submit all the media values?
Yeah, can you submit all the media buy now?
Ayan. Yes, meron po kami.
Oh, can you get it, please? Give it to Senator Binay or to Pasilox na lang, no? So, lumalabas nga, nakakabili kayo ng 23 million sa GMA, 23 million sa ABS-CBN, 20 million sa CNN, pero pa kayo 51 million. Mukhang tama yun kung doon kayo nag-advertise and mga rating shows yun. Eh bakit ang laki-laki dito sa Channel 4? Dahil gusto nyo lang silang tulungan?
Channel 4 is for 1 year po. Whereas yung mga iba, only few days lang po ang naka-advertise.
It doesn't matter.
Ang call kasi namin dapat po...
Kasi siyempre, halimbawa, may holiday coming up. Holy Week. O kaya gusto nyo palakasin yung break ng eskwela. Mag-advertise kayo 3 weeks. Katulad ko, nung araw, magpapalabas ako ng poster lang kami sa New York. Poster lang kami sa New York. Winter sa New York, malamig. Maglalabas ako ng picture ng Boracay o ng Bohol, nakalagay doon, Wow Philippines, warm over winter. Poster lang. Para maalala, mainit pala sa Pilipinas. Habang ginaginaw tayo, mag-reserve ako. Yun ang pakay ko. Yun ang ginagawa ko ng araw. Wala kaming pera pa TV. So, doon kami naglalagay. So, ito, ang sinasabi ko lang, ang principle. I'm not trying to substitute my judgment. All I'm just saying is, the better bet would be to get it in a rating show.
Yes, we did.
Ang hindi ko maintindihan, bakit nagtutulak kayo ng Kilos Pronto? Kilala mo ba? Alam mo naman, magkapatid sila. Di ba? Kaya sa Channel 4?
Mr. Chair, ang aim po namin is, regardless po kung sino po yung client, is we want to be able to give them the maximum exposure na kaya po ng network.
Pero ang maximum exposure nyo, number 83 nga kayo eh. 0.02 ang inyong exposure sa kabuuan. Sa same period, 0.02. Ang ABS-CBN, ilan? 24 ba? Ano ba yan? Ayan, no? In other words, Secretary Teo, nakalagay yan sa Constitution, nakalagay sa batas yan, you have to exercise due diligence, no? Bago nyo palabasin yung pera, malalaking amounts yan. Under Secretary Castro, you are the Beats and Awards, parang lumalabas, nagbubuhos kayo ng pera sa hindi nagre-rate na programa just so you can help Channel 4.
Hindi po siguro, Your Honor, because remember, all of the programs of the President are with PTB4. Sa yung mga programs, yung mga programa po ni Presidente, nasa PTB4 din po. So, I think...
Well, that is the government channel. I'm not surprised. But he also appears in ABS-CBN. News yun, news. Walang problema yun. The President doesn't advertise. He uses the government channel so that he can communicate to the people. At ang problema ng Channel 4 always has been, hindi nila mapalakas yung PTB4. Nung araw pa, dapat malakas na yan, katulad ng BBC, malakas. Para pag humarap ka dyan, marami kang makukuha. Eh, ang problema, hindi natin ginagamit ng wasto yung PTB4. Forgive me, I'm being very blunt and very frank, no? dapat mapalakas siyang PTV4. That's something that Mr. Andanar should really look into. But anyway, ito pa, isa pa. I'll just, so I can pass on, no? Just want to make these points across. You advertise, ano ang nilabas nyo sa TV na yan? Ayan, ito na, ito pala. 21.59 ang rating no number 1. Hindi ko na sasabihin dahil magbabayad pa ang mga senador ng sa mga channel na yan. Malaki na naman. I'll tell you, ang binabayad namin ng araw, 895,000 for 30 seconds. Ganyan kamahal, mga kampanya. 895,000 for 30 seconds. Sasabayan ka pa ng survey. Ay, may ina ka sa survey. Dito ka mag-advertise sa channel nito. Malakas yan. Number 1 yan, number 1 yan. Ganyan, di ba? Nakikita ko, tumatango si Lancy, no? At saka si Bang. So, doon ilalagay. Pero, kahit na gusto namin mura, hindi kami mag-advertise doon sa mura dahil hindi namin aabutin ang merkado. So, ayan, lumalabas, oh. Number 2, ang PTV4, 0.06. Ang number 1, 21.59. Number 2, 12.23. Number 3 is 2.44. Ang PTV4, 0.06. Ang layo. I'll now go to another point so that I can transfer. Just say,
Your Honor, if I may just...
No, let me just... they can go to you later. No? Let me just say this. No? You advertise on Channel 4. Ano ang pakay nyo? Domestic marketing?
Domestic marketing po.
Domestic marketing. Bakit ho naglabas kayo nitong TV show na ito ng TV advertising na ginawa ito ng sinugbuhan ito? Ano yung TV, ano yung material niyo, yung anak?
Anak, yes.
Oh. Na nakikita ko sa CNN. That makes me very sad also. What is the meaning of anak? And di ba pagka sa CNN ka mag-advertise, dapat ang pinofocus mo yung destination like Bohol or Boracay or Palawan, El Nido. Ang pinofocus nyo yung ugali natin na pagka ikaw ay pupunta rito para kang anak ng mga Pilipino, no? I don't know whether that's the best. Again, I'm not going to
can I comment?
I will just show the show. The material. Then why would you advertise yun? Nilalagay nyo sa CNN. Bakit nyo ilalagay sa Channel 4 yan? Ayan. Hindi anak yan. Yan ang karamuan. Isa pa yan. Ang in-advertise nyo, karamuan at saka Catanduanes.
Siargao. Ano?
Alright? At ito, angal ko ito, tuwing dumadating ako sa airport, maglalagay tayo ng malaking billboard, maganda yung lugar, pero hindi lalagay kung saan lugar yon. Wala nakalagay. Ito, lalabas ito, anak, ayan. Ganda, oh. Saan yan?
Meron po nakalagay Enchanted Kingdom, Hinatuan.
Nakikita ko, ano ubi ba yun? Ubi? Ayan. Ang sasabihin niya, kumain siya ng ubi, binigyan. And then he leaves and then he turns.
What does anak mean?
What does anak mean?
The trait.
I mean, domestic tourism yan.
Yes.
Kung mag-advertise tayo, I would say, bakasyon na. Magpa-reserve na kayo dito sa El Nido. We did that before, no? Magpa-reserve na kayo dito sa Boracay, sa Siargao. You go to the airport, ang lalaki ng TV ad doon. Pinalalagyan ko palagi yun na, ano ba yan, magandang lugar na yan? Dapat ilagay yan, karamuan. This is how to get there. I would even get PAL or Cebu Pacific or anybody to advertise na meron kayong special promotion sa kanila para pumunta doon sa domestic na destination. Hindi ko maintindihan bakit ito gagamitin nyo at 2 bayan lang ang advertise nyo, hindi pa malinaw kung ano yun.
Meron po nakalagay, Hinatuan in Surigao. Bohol and other destinations po like Palawan, Cebu, Bohol, Palawan. These are the destinations na kilala na po. So we'd like to focus on other destinations na hindi pa po kilala like Hinatuan, which is shared Surigao.
Nung in-advertise
I
po
didn't see
namin,
Hiratuan there.
meron po, Enchanted Kingdom.
Ha?
Nakalagay po, a river, Enchanted River po, Hinatuan.
Enchanted River.
Yes.
I'm enchanted, but I don't know how to get to Hinatuan. Hinatuan to me is a point where the typhoons go.
No. After po nan, dumami na pong turista pumunta sa kanilang lugar.
No, there is no dispute na lumalaki ang domestic tourism natin. And it's not because of me or you. It is because narinig yung mga destination natin, word of mouth, nag-advertise tayo. But, ang sinasabi ko lang, bakit tayo gagastos ng pagkalaki-laki na hindi man lang malaman at bakit international tourism ang gagamitin natin sa isang domestic channel?
Yun po yung the purpose is for the destination na makilala din po kasi yung tayo dito sa Pilipinas hindi po masyado alam yung destination na yan.
Isa na lang sasabihin ko para kasi yun sa akin na malinaw. Una, dapat alam mo kapatid mo. Pangalawa, dapat alam mo kung saan ka mag-advertise. Pangatlo, may mga warning signs. Pipirmahan ninyo, nakalagay doon yung kumpanya ng kapatid mo. Pagkatapos, meron kang back. Meron kang tourism promotion board na pwede mo konsultahin. Andyan ang Channel 4. Pwede mo sabihin sana sa kanila, uy, boss, baka magkamali tayo dyan. Nangyari, bumongga tayo doon sa channel na yun. Ano nangyari ngayon? Marami tayong papaliwanag ngayon. At saka, hindi lang naman ikaw Ang gusto ko talaga, imbestigahin itong mga TV ads sa iba. Isa pa, no? Halimbawa, itong Experience Philippines. Kinopia sa South Africa. Sa inyo ba rin yan? Sino ba ang Secretary of Tourism noon?
Experience Philippines? Yeah. Diba,
sino ang advertising agency na ginamit nyo?
Experience Philippines.
Yung bulag? Hindi mo alam yung Experience Philippines?
Yeah. Makan, right? Kat?
Ayan, no? Ayan, sa Pilipinas siya. Ito sa kabila, South Africa.
I think Kat Picasso could answer that.
Ha?
Kasi sila po sa ads.
Makan Erickson. Di ba pinalitan nyo ang Makan because of that?
Isa't Makan.
Imagine, nangungupit tayo palagi. More fun in Switzerland, Kinopia. Polska, Kinopia. Tapos mag-advertise sa mali. Kaya pala hindi lumalakas ang tourism natin na talagang sagad.
Tinanggal na po din.
Secretary Senator Subir is here. Good morning. Welcome. Majority Floor Leader is welcome. Ayan, no? O kita nyo, pati baston, sabay-sabay. How can this escape the attention of the entire Department of Tourism? Tingnan nyo lang, pagsabayin nyo, pati baston nandun, pati bulag andun, may common denominator.
Kinat na po namin yan at hindi na po binayaran.
Kinat nga, pero magkano ginastos naman natin dyan?
Hindi po namin binayaran. Kat, can you please help me on that? This,
opportunity cost is an expense too. Assuming for the sake of argument, you not spend it, no? Anyway, I guess those are the points that I think you've seen the overview already. I hope it's sufficient, but Sonny, you are the first, Senator Trillanes. Go ahead. Can you use the microphone there? You want me to ask Koa? Yes. Okay. So, can you state for record, per the request of Senator Trillanes here, what are the findings of COA? Norma, is it?
Opo. Yung findings po namin, nilagay po namin ang possible conflict of interest.
Possible?
Kasi po nung sa MOA po, nakalagay po yung kilos pronto. And tinotal po namin, 89, out of the 120 million contract, 89 million po yung parang sa kilos pronto po napunta. The rest sa PTB for network.
Nakalagay dito sa inyong kwan. Pwede ba basahin nyo ito? Page 85 or 84. Number 8. It's very hard to be chairman of the Blue Ribbon Committee.
The Memorandum of Agreement between the DOT and the People's Television Network Incorporated, PTNI, and or PTV, showed a possible conflict of interest between DOT and PTV, considering that as per approved media plan, 89,878,000 or 75% of the computed contract cost will be paid to the program Kilos Pronto, which is under the company owned by the brother of DOT's secretary.
Are you complaining there because it was only given to one company and they did not spread out the advertising to other companies?
Yes.
Ang complain mo, 75% dito lang sa kumpanya ito.
Opo.
Hindi nyo ikinalat sa ibang mga kumpanya. Iba ang complaint niyo?
Opo, 25% lang po yung nakakalat sa ibang news.
Sa programa ng Channel 4 pa rin yun.
Opo.
25% ang nilagay sa news, 75% nilagay sa isang programa.
Opo.
Within Channel 4 yun.
Opo.
Pero hindi kayo nagko-complain na hindi ginamit, halimbawa, konti doon sa ABS-CBN, kahit na konti, kahit na doon sa Channel 7, kahit doon sa Channel 5, my old station. I think it's also the old station of Mr. Mr. Irwin and session namin yung Channel 5 dati, at saka si yung dalawang head ngayon ng Channel 4.
Dito po sa namin, nilagay po namin na, kasi po, nung nireview po namin yung contract ng yung MOA po, nanote po namin na yung back, hindi nag-inquire or request quotations from other television networks. Yun po yung nakalagay dun sa documents.
Yun hindi in-spread, hindi nagtanong magkano sa iba. Pero
hindi
sila
sila
nagtanong
nagkatak ng cost-benefit analysis.
Nagtanong sila, nag-offer ng ABS-CBN.
Iba pong yung kanilang nilagay po ay kasi wala po naka-attach doon doon na po may cost-benefit analysis po silang ginawa. Yun po yung nandun sa...
Yung may ibig sabihin dito na nakalagay dito, yung supporting documents ay maraming inconsistencies in the frequency of airing as compared with the MOA. The approved media plan and actual telecast based on the certificate of performance is also noted. Tapos nakalagay dito such non-compliance with the pertinent provision of the MOA such as lack of supporting documents.
Opo, marami pa pong kasi may nung ni-review po namin yung mga certificate of performance na naka-attach po dun sa mga vouchers, ay marami pong inconsistencies na nakalagay against the media plan.
Pinatamaan kayo sa back. Mr. Castro.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Yung sa certificate of performance, hindi po sa amin manggagaling po yun sa PTV po.
PTV certificate of performance.
Yes,
tama.
Opo.
Yun naman cover report doon Pero ang sinasabi sa inyo, hindi na kayo tumingin ng cost-benefit analysis, hindi na kayo tumingin ng mga ibang istasyon.
Tumingin po kami kasi according to the end user of the project, which is the Office of the Secretary, they provided for us a rate card. At dun po, tulad ng sinabi ko po kanina, they provided a rate card from ABS-CBN and GMA.
I have a rate card here of ABS-CBN. Ano rate card? Can you show it? Here. Non-prime, 6 a.m. to 5:59 p.m. 932,412. Non-prime yun. Prime time, 1.4 million. So, ang layo talaga. Kay Mr. Tulfo, 18,000 for 30 seconds. Sama ba yan? So, in other words, ang decision nila, quantity over the quality of the program, allegedly. Di ba? Di ba ibig sabihin, Norma?
Opo.
Kowa? Halimbawa, GMA, for the same time period, non-prime, 299,200 non-prime. Prime, 531,000. 117 million, papadivide ko nga sa iyo, Mr. Castro. 120 na para madaling i-divide. Divided by 531,000. Ilan yun? Prime yun, prime time. Divide nyo na. Saka dumugo ilong ni Secretary de Castro. Ilan yan?
Ilang spot?
531,000 isang spot. For 30 seconds, 120,000 ilang spots yun? 120 million. More or less.
Base po sa computation dito po, 240 spots po.
240 spots on prime time.
30 seconds po yun.
Ha?
30 seconds.
Kaya 230 second spots. Kami 30 second lang spot namin ginagamit eh. 200. In other words, parang hindi nyo ata ginamit ang ulo nyo dyan ah. Secretary tayo, did you look at that? Tourism Promotion Board, even take a look, you're one team, you know. DOT is composed of Tourism Promotion Board, TIESA, and all that. You should work together.
Yung working paper niyan.
Ilang spots mo na para mag-bunch?
Yung spot natin na ginamit nila, parang ako, yun lang ang kampanya ko eh. Kung ano ma-raise mo, maka-raise ka ng 120 million, yun ang kampanya mo for senator. That is one campaign. You advertise not all year round, but if you have a campaign, I would imagine, I have a campaign, ipopromote ko yung hinatuan, panahinatuan yon 120 million kung gusto mo i-promote yon, o kalahati nun, nilalagay mo sa Lido, o kaya gagawin mo sa ibang lugar, no? Halimbawa, may festival. 120 million, i-divide mo, festival sa Marinduque, o ilang spots yun. Festival dito sa Ati-Atihan, ilang spot yun. So you could have spread it. In other words, mukhang hindi ginamit ng Department of Tourism ang buong ulo nila para magamit. Ako nga umaangal, konti lang ang pera namin eh. At lahat naman, hanggang ngayon, kulang pa ang budget. I am one who would say that the budget of the Department of Tourism should be 20 billion so we can get foreign tourists. Pero, bago magawin yon, paandarin nyo yung TIESA para dumami ang hotel. Maganda yung mga airport para pagpasok, hindi maiinis sa atin. Dahil pagka in-over-advertise mo at wala kang hotel, patay tayo, hindi na babalik yan. So I'm just saying, in an ideal world, yun ang gagawin natin. Pero sinasabi natin ngayon, ginamit ko lang yung GMA, kalahating milyon, you already have ilan? Yeah?
240 spots po.
O, doon ka na mag-advertise, panalo ka na sa Metro Manila. Tanong lang, saan galing karamihan ng domestic tourism natin? Sa key cities. Yun ang may airport. Doon ka mag-advertise sa Manila, Metro Manila, mag-advertise ka sa Cebu, sa Davao. Ginamit nyo ba ang local television?
Yes.
Hindi nyo ginamit eh. Ginamit yung national network nga. Wala naman local TV. Nasasabihin doon, sa local TV sa Davao, punta kayo sa Subic. Meron kang ad doon sa Subic. Sa Cebu, punta kayo sa Clark. Ayun, meron Clark Airport doon. Makakapunta ka doon. Yun ang sinasabi ko. Mukhang there is not only negligence, there's also ignorance of the way we're running the DOT. And this has been happening not just with Secretary Tayo, and I hope it will not happen with Secretary Puyat. Because kami, kung ganyan ang pera ko, you remember, ginawa namin yung Wow Philippines every month, dadali namin yung region ni Senator Subiri, Bukidnon. Isang buwan sila doon, lalabas na yung mga manobo, yung mga kwan, pupunta yung mga tao sa Manila, kaya lumakas eh. I-advertise ko yung Nautical Highway. Uy, pwede na magbiyahe, magdala ka ng kotse from Manila all the way to Zamboanga. Pwede mo na gamitin yan. Ilang taon na yan, hindi mai-advertise. Pero in-advertise natin sa Channel 4, walang marami nga, pero walang say.
We also advertise yung mga festivals po. Yung I Travel Pinas, we advertise the different festivals sa iba-ibang lugar.
Well,
and this is promotion of
lang, katiting.
Marami pong mga lugar na pinuntahan. In fact,
maybe the problem is I will now look at the budget of the OT and ask, and better, Secretary Bernadette, better prepare how you're going to use that money and have a real program how you're going to spend that money para sigurado panalo tayo sa tourism. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. And I know you're trying to do your job very well. Go ahead, Senator Llanes. Start next.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman. I'll start the presentation by defining for the information of the Tulfos itong crime of plunder. Any public officer who, by himself or in connivance with members of his family, relatives by affinity or consanguinity, business associates, subordinates, or other persons, amasses, accumulates, or acquires ill-gotten wealth through a combination or series of overt criminal acts as described in Section 1 hereof, in the aggregate amount or total value of at least 50 million pesos shall be guilty of the crime of plunder and shall be punished by reclusion perpetua to death. So wala tayong death penalty, kaya swerte nyo. Any person who participated with the said public officer in the commission of an offense contributing to the crime of plunder shall likewise be punished for such offense. At as pointed out by the chairman, ignorance of the law excuses no one. So, punta tayo muna kay former Secretary Juan Dateo.
Yes, okay.
Yung assertion ninyo kanina na itong 120 million pesos na dinisburse nyo for TV ads ay hindi mo alam na mapupunta sa kapatid mo.
Yes.
Yan po ang assertion ninyo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Subukan nyo yan sa korte na defense. Tignan natin kung mag-hold yan.
Your Honor, the case is already in the Ombudsman.
Yun na nga. So precisely. Kung sa inyo, mag-iba na kayo ng legal defense kasi
Yung plunder po,
alam nyo po, sa buong Pilipinas na nanonood sa inyo, hindi paniniwalaan na hindi mo alam na napunta yan sa kapatid mo.
Your Honor, that is your assertion.
Precisely. And ganyan din ang observation ng mga nanonood sa ating ngayon. Anyway, so itong yan ang inyong naging assertion. Ngayon, kung ganyan kayo sa 120 million pesos, how much more dun sa buong budget, yung discretionary funds ng DOT? So it would give us a glimpse kung gaano kayo ka-reckless sa pag-disburse ng pondo ng gobyerno. Anyway, pupunta tayo rito kay Mr. Ben Tulfo.
Your Honor, can I answer? I am not reckless when it comes to disbursement of funds.
Well, wala akong question, so hindi kailangan ng sagot. Ngayon, anyway, dito, kay Mr. Tulfo, magkano ang total na na-receive mo?
Your Honor, meron ho kaming copy ng mga check and we have to account everything kung magkano pong binayad sa amin. So offhand, I don't have the record, but we can present that maybe in the court of law.
Ito na. Panayang iwas na. Pero doon sa radio program, ketatapang eh.
Okay.
Pero ngayon, nabibilaukan yung katotohanan. Ang hirap lumabas, ano? Mr. Ben Tulfo.
I look at you straight in the eye, I'm still not finished.
Well,
Please let me
anyway,
know now.
ganito yan. So, alam nyo dito, as described, so swak na swak. Kung pasok na pasok ka, bitag. Dito sa bitag. Di ba, Mr. Tulfo? Anyway, pupunta tayo dito sa I Travel Pinas.
Mawalang galang lang po.
Ito yung question ko. You need to answer this. No, Mr. Tulfo.
No. I think mawalang galang lang po.
Mr. Chairman, I am
Let finish these questions and then you may answer, please.
Dito ba sa I Travel Pinas na program, sino ang nag-produce nito?
Ang tinatanong niyo po ba, walang galang lang, Your Honor, yun ho bang segment o yung episode? Linawin po muna natin.
Both.
Well,
anyway.
Either way. Both. Sila ho nag-produce niyan, PTV4 ho.
PTV4?
Yes po.
Do you confirm that, PTV4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Produce the Catanduanes and the Caramoan program? Or yung I-Tourism? Anong pinroduce niya?
Yung produce po namin is the show I Travel.
I Travel na.
Yes, sir. And yung pong 6-minute segments.
Yung Catanduanes sa Caramoan. Sino nag-produce doon, Mr. Tulfo? Ma'am, sino nag-produce sa'yo?
Yung ano to, Makan po. Yung anak, is it the anak?
Yung anak, Makan.
Makan.
Yung katanduanes sa Karamoan,
Wala po. Ano do? It's only yung anak lang po.
anak lang. Okay, so kasi nakalagay kasi copyright, siguro for Bitag yun, o yung nakalagay doon sa YouTube, copyright Bitag Productions. Just for the Bitag segment siguro. Pero ang tinatanong ko, sino ang nag-produce yung creative rights nung Katanduanes at saka Karamoan? Sino?
Mr. Chair, hindi ko lang po sigurado yung about those two, pero basta po yung 6-minute segments plus the yung mga full episodes of I Travel, PTV po ang nag-produce.
So kayo yun?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Hindi ikaw yun, Ben?
No.
Okay, thank
Your
you. Thank you, thank you.
So, itong pag-produce ba na to ay nag-hire kayo ng mga personnel from Bitag Media? Sa akin dito, ganito, no? Before you answer, pag-isipan mo na maayos. Dahil as described dito sa plunder, ano? Sa crime of plunder, at kanina maliwanag na tinuturo na sa inyo, nilalaglag na kayo. So, if you want to participate in the whole conspiracy, then you can cover up. Pero ang sa akin dito, I advise you to tell the truth from here on. Okay? Sige.
Your Honor, nag-hire po ang PTV ng crew to service the production of I Travel and yung mga segments.
So itong mga personnel na hinire nyo, sila rin ba ang nagtatrabaho sa Bitag Media?
Yun po ang hindi ko, sir, alam.
Okay. I'll give you time to ask kung sino nakakaalam. Ngayon itong
Excuse me. Why don't you call up Channel 4 and find out who produced those sinasabi niya? Para mabilis ka agad.
Mr. Chair, kami po yung nag-produce.
Kayo na-produce?
Yes, Mr.
But
Chair.
ang tanong ni Senator Trillanes is, are the people who produced the tao nila, Mr. Tulfo, at binayaran nyo sila, Mr. Tulfo, no?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Sigurado ko doon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Bakit ka tumitingin doon sa kasama mo bago ko sumagot?
Hindi, sir, kasi mas alam po niya.
Ano?
Mas alam po ni Mr. Del Rosario.
Mas alam niya. Hindi pa siya nagsasalita. Shh! Salita ka nga. You go to the microphone.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Alright, thank you.
Okay, itong yung na-raise kanina na yung nakalagay sa contract between the DOT and the PTV4 na ikaw nakapirma, pero iba ba ito dun sa inimplement mo doon sa iyong network?
No, Your Honor. Ang sa amin po ay dineliver po namin kung ano po yung nandun sa MOA.
Ito na nga yung observation ng COA eh. That the bulk of the budget ay napunta dito sa Bitag. So, bakit nagkaganon?
Your Honor, dahil po kailangan naming i-fulfill yung contract between us at DOT. And naka-specify po naman doon sa MOA ang kilos pronto. So for us, in order to execute po yung contract, we have to basically, as cost of doing business, ay bayaran kung ano po ang kinote sa amin nung Bitag Promotions.
So, ang nakalagay rito 120 million. Magkano yung napunta sa Bitag? That's 114 million. So, saan ano na napunta doon sa iba?
Your Honor, out of dun sa 120, dahil 4 tranches lang po yung na-release, ang napunta po sa PTV ay 95,625,000. Now, out of that po, according to our records, ang binayad po ng PTV to BMUI is 71,061,275.34. So, may natira po na thereabouts of 19.8 million sa PTV, which was retained by PTV as revenue po.
So dun sa buong contract na 120 million, ilan ang napunta sa Kilos Pronto at ilan napunta dun sa ibang shows ng PTV4?
Doon po sa Kilos Pronto is 71,61,275.34. Ang na-retain po ng PTV
Hindi. You're not answering the question eh. Ilan na napunta doon sa mga newscast na ads? Based on your memorandum of agreement. Di ba? Eh kasi 120 lang yung pera mo eh. Pero 114 according to COA ang napunta sa Bitag. O ngayon, anyway, yung record na yan ng COA, ang tanong ko magkano yung block time rate ng Bitag?
Your Honor, Bitag pays us 700,000 a month for us black timer.
So binabayaran kayo ng 700,000 a month?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, in effect, itong sinasabi mong 20 million ang kinita nyo doon sa buong kontrata, ito mainly yun?
Yes, Your Honor. That's for the advertisements of DOT sa mga news ng PTV, Your Honor.
Precisely. So doon sa placement na nilagay doon sa Kilos Pronto ng Bitag, walang kinita ron ang PTV4. Is that correct?
Wala, Your Honor, kasi kami ang nagbayad sa PTV ang nagbayad sa Bitag, Your Honor.
So that negates yung assertion mo kanina, Mr. Apolonio, na kumita kayo ng 20 million doon sa transaksyon na yan.
Yes, Your Honor, dahil po ang figures po namin dito is basing it dun sa figure na
No, ang pinag-uusapan natin doon sa ad placement ng ninyo dyan sa Kilos Pronto at sa Bitag, wala kayong kikitain dyan kasi nga black timer yan. Ang kikitain nyo lang yung binibili nila na airtime. Is that correct?
Yes, I stand corrected, Your Honor.
O ngayon, meron ba nag-pressure sa inyo to sign these contracts or agreements?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Wala. So that includes you in the conspiracy. Mr. Apolonio, panindigan mo na lang yan and I hope may kinita ka dyan. Ngayon, itong kontrata nung black time nitong Bitag, can you furnish this committee? Yes.
We will forward a copy, Your Honor.
Okay. Ngayon, pupunta tayo kay Miss De Castro, Yusek De Castro. Kayo yung head ng Bids and Awards Committee.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So, aware kayo na itong Kilos Pronto ay sa pagmamayari ni Mr. Ben Tulfo?
No, we were not aware po. And for the record, when it was presented to the Bids and Awards Committee by the end user, who happens to be the Chief of Staff of the Secretary, si ASEC Arlene Mancao, I was not present. It was presided by the Vice Chairman of the BAC, si ASEC Malu Japson, but they have a minutes of the meeting.
Okay. At what point during this whole episode na na-realize mo na si Mr. Ben Tulfo ang may-ari nung Bitag?
Ito na lang po nung May nung pinag-uusapan na po.
Sigurado kayo dyan, Ms. De Castro?
Yes po.
Okay. Sino ang... so kayo ang host nitong iTravel Pinas?
Nag-start po kasi ang concept niyan na ang mga mag-host po ng show ay mga USEC, ASEC at regional directors and other directors po of the department.
Yes. Pero ang iTravel Pinas nga ay pinoproduce ng Bitag. So hindi mo pa rin alam.
Sir, kasi pag nagmi-meeting po kami, ang kasama po namin si PTV4, wala pong representative. Hindi po namin nakikita si Sir Ben Tulfo or anybody from Bitag.
Excuse me, with your permission, I'd like to recognize the Honorable Senator Risa Hontiveros, and I just want to follow up a question, if you don't mind, para maklaro. Is iTravel, does that belong to Mr. Tulfo, the Bitag?
No, Mr. Chair, it was produced by PTV.
PTV, because I saw you.
Yes.
I saw
Yes,
you
Mr. Chair.
shaking your head a while ago. I just wanted to make sure that we get the correct response.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, sure.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, ngayon kayo yung host ng iTravel Pinas.
Ito po nung mga last few months na po, ako po yung nagvo-voice lamang ng script po nila.
Magkano po ang talent fee nyo rito?
Wala po akong kinikita dito dahil bawal po ang double compensation sa gobyerno.
So itong kuha ninyo, kawang-gawa lang, ano?
Yes, Your
Talaga?
Honor.
Okay. Ngayon, but you are aware now, at looking back, alam nyo ba as head ng BAC, ng Bids and Awards Committee, nasa inyo yung ultimate responsibility ng regularity ng mga transaksyon.
Your Honor, for this particular transaction, the BAC's role was simple and clear. There was a proposal for an agency-to-agency transaction. Unlike the usual competitive bidding, which has a lot of stages or several stages, like publication, detailed requirements, and documentation, the agency-to-agency transaction only involves 4 steps. All of these requisites and justifications were strictly complied with. There was no basis from the face of the documents that could possibly render the transaction invalid or questionable. So the BAC recommended the agency to agency on the basis of existing procedures which were all complied with and eventually was approved by the head of the procuring entity.
Okay. Alam nyo, at the end of the day, no, kahit maganda yung pagpaliwanag nyo na yan, at the end of the day, yung pondo ng gobyerno na ibinigay sa Department of Tourism, in-entrust sa kanila, pinagkatiwala sa kanila, ay napunta eventually sa kapatid ng Secretary ng Tourism. Maliwanag po yan na plunder. Okay? Maliwanag po yan na plunder. So, lahat, pasensya na po kayo, Yusik De Castro, but you're in the middle of this conspiracy, whether you like it or not. Ngayon, pupunta tayo kay Mr. Erwin Tulfo. Ngayon, kanina kasi, yung paghuhugas ng kamay, maliwanag, na parang hindi kasangkot dito, no? Pero, kapatid ka ni Secretary Teo, at hindi ka ordinaryong empleyado ng Bitag, magkakapatid kayo. So, nabasa nyo naman, napakinggan nyo kaninang definition ko, di ba? So, pasok na pasok sa Bitag. Ngayon, magkano yung talent fee mo doon sa show na yan?
Ano gusto, pag ko masagutin na Sen?
Go ahead, please.
Alright. Una ho sa lahat, yung issue Kanina ko pa naririnig, pinipilit mo na may plunder pa. Ipatunayan mo muna na may plunder, bossing, okay? Ngayon, it's not for you to decide, it's the court to decide, sir. Alright. Doon naman ho sa...
Excuse me, with all due respect to our resource persons, we would appreciate it very much, and this is a request, that you address the chair, do not address the personality.
I will honor your honor, Mr. Chair.
And at the same time, I would also admonish everyone here, including Senator Trillanes, that nothing has been concluded here. But that is the style of questioning of Senator Trillanes.
I understand, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, Senator Antiveros. Here.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I appreciate the intervention of the chair, and may I also request the chair further to remind our good resource persons while addressing the chair to use the term Mr. Chair or as appropriate, because the word BOSSING I heard is definitely not part of the language we use in these hearings. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
The point is well taken. Doesn't take any offense, although it would be appreciated if the formality of the Senate is respected. Mr. Tulfo. Mr. Erwin Tulfo, thank you. And for all the resource persons, thank you.
I appreciate that, Senator, ma'am, for informing me. At least probably a year or two from now, I would know that. Anyway, sir, Mr. Chair, yung sinasabi ni Senator Trillanes na kasama sa plunder dahil dahil empleyado ako. Talent ho ako, Mr. Chair. Alright. Ang talent po kasi, papaliwanag ko lang ho sa inyo, Mr. Chair, na hindi po regular yan. Alright. Wala ho mga benepisyo. Kumbaga sa kuwan ay casual ho. Anytime pwedeng sibakin. Alright. Just like any other companies. Para lang kung karpintero yan sa isang construction company, pag gustong palayasin ang kumpanya, pwede. Okay. Ganito rin yung Mr. Chair sa mga security guard. So ibig ang punto ko, Mr. Chair, ano naman ho, kinalaman ko dyan sa sinasabing pondo na yan ng DOT. Besides, Mr. Chair, nung dumating ako sa programa na yan, nag-umpisa na yung advertisement na yan. Alright, nung pumasok ako. At saka nga pala, Mr. Chair, hindi lang po kami dalawang anchor dyan. Kung makikita nyo sa TV screens, 3 po kami ang anchor dyan. Pinagdidikdikan lang ho ng ilang media, pinipilit, na kami lang magkapatid na isa ako sa may-ari. Hindi po ako may-ari. Lilinawin ko lamang ho sa lahat, lalo na sa ilang mga media ho dyan na very critical ho sa amin. Hindi po ako producer, co-producer, official, or whatever ng Bitag Multimedia Unlimited Incorporated na producer ng Kilos Pronto. Ako po ay talent lang ng Kilos Pronto. Nevertheless, sir, abay, kung tinatanong ho ninyo kung magkano yung sweldo ho, nasa 150,000 ho, sir. Yun po, yung usually, pag nasa TV po, yan po yung usual na sweldo po ng mga anchors, sir.
So, dyan yan sa Kilos Pronto?
Opo.
Okay. So, maliwanag na nag-benefit ka dito sa transaction na ito. And ang sinasabi ko nga kanina, while si Mr. Alex Santos is also an anchor, pero hindi siya kapatid. In the crime of plunder, as I recited earlier, in connivance with members of his family, relatives by affinity or consanguinity. Anyway, yan naman yung kaso ang ikakaharap nyo eh. Di ba? So, sa akin, kung mag-akusa kayo, ganun-ganun na rin lang, hindi magkadibdib naman kayo na wag yung parang dito pa lang. Di ba?
No, Mr. Chair. Hindi ho. Harapin ho natin yan.
O yun ang maganda.
Hindi naman kami umatras. At saka, hindi ho kasi kami mahilig gumawa-gawa ng mga kwento, Mr. Chair.
Ay, nako. Alam nyo,
mahirap po yung gumagawa-gawa ng
alam nyo dun sa radio program ninyo,
Mr. Chair. Di ba?
Alam nyo dun sa radio program ninyo.
Again, I admonish everyone here. It is the desire of the chair, and it is within the rules for the chair to admonish anyone, address the chair, and I would appreciate it if you call me Mr. Chairman, because I'm not made of wood, as you know.
All right, Mr. Chairman,
At the same time, I just want to reiterate the fact that I was also a talent, and I got paid on the basis of walang SSS, walang ano. That's my business.
Yes, ma'am.
In Channel 5, and that's how I come to know Mr. Irwin Tulfo. And in fairness to Mr. Tulfo, this is not a defense, we do our homework here. We did check on whether there is any connection in the corporation other than being a talent of the show in the corporation. So, however, the distinguished senator is correct that you are the brother, and that is something that you cannot change.
I do not deny, Mr. Chairman, that I am the younger brother.
Like I said, you cannot change it. So
Yes,
let's
Mr.
go to
Chairman.
another topic.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
I submit to the wisdom of the chairman. Itatanong ko lang, Mr. Chairman, dahil apparently dito sa resolutions, ang pag-uusapan lang ay yung ad placements. But the COA also flagged other transactions during the time of Secretary Teo, particularly yung buhay karinderya, and the duty-free purchases, just to establish a pattern. So kasama to, Mr. Chairman. Okay, can I ask the COA in relation to the other flag transactions by the DOT? Pwede nyo bang isa-isahin po?
Good afternoon po, Mr. Chair and the members of the committee. Yung buhay karinderya po, ay transaction po yan ng TPB, Tourism Promotion Board, which is under the corporate government sector. Unfortunately, hindi ko ho sila nakita dito. Siguro hindi po sila na-invite. So,
Na-invite sila?
wala ho
NTVL,
sila. Corporation po sila, and it's under the corporate government sector of the COA. Wala po sila dito. Hindi ko na, hindi,
Are you talking about Tourism Promotion Board?
hindi po. DOT po kami. National Government Sector.
Yung auditor ng COA.
Opo. Kasi kami po,
We will invite
ino-audit
them
po
next
namin
time.
ang Department of Tourism.
Yeah, just to let everybody know, we're concentrating first on this matter of the advert placements, and then after this, we will concentrate on the duty-free as well as the other problem involving Mr. Montano, yung karinderya.
Mr. Chair, we cannot answer for questions or issues regarding duty-free and buhay karinderya kasi hindi po kami ang nag-audit.
Hindi kayong auditor doon?
Opo.
Okay. We will invite whoever the auditor is at the proper time.
So if that's the case, Mr. Chairman, I'll pass on to the next senator.
Thank you, Senator Trillanes. Senator Bina is recognized. Senator Bina is the chairman of the Committee on Tourism. So,
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Siguro, Secretary Wanda, during your time, magkano ho ba yung budget ng DOT for media placements?
I think it's 1 billion. Tama ba yung cut?
1 billion? Was it 1 billion?
Yeah, I think it's 1 billion.
Mr. Chair, can we get a definite answer?
I'm sorry, I didn't bring any data on that because I was focused on PTB4. Meron po yan, but I can probably give you some.
Maybe Secretary Berna, you have the records.
Okay, here, for the year 2017, it was
Maybe we can start with 2016 and then
okay, for 2016, it was 1.15 billion. For 2017, it was 300 million. And for 2018, it was 1 billion.
2017,
yes.
it was 300 million.
Yes.
Pero ngayon,
Now it's 1 billion.
yeah, more like it. But the previous year, it was also higher.
For 2015, it was 600 million.
600 million.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, that was a lot more than we did. Go ahead.
Okay, and then, I guess with this budget, meron naman kayong marketing plan or media buy-in plan. Tama po ba? I don't know, Secretary Teo or Yusek Kat or whoever is in charge of the placements.
Yeah, just for the record, the branding budget is under the Office of the Secretary. For 2016, I am aware yung 650 million where ang napunta po yun sa Macan kasi sila po yung nanalo dun sa branding campaign ng DOT.
150 million
Opo.
ang binayad sa Macan.
Yun po yung naka-allot na budget po sa kanila, 650 po.
And was that paid?
Sorry, sir.
Was that paid?
Yes.
Was that
I'm
obligated
not
or
aware
paid?
po. I'm not aware, Mr. Chair.
Secretary Teo?
I think, hindi po ako din sure because during that time, ito po yung nangyari na yung sites that we have to cancel. But the contract was during the time of Secretary Jimenez. Sila po ang nanalo. So I continued during my term.
I'm astounded. I mean, that's an awful lot of money for Macan Erickson. For a client that is, really scrounging to get a good budget to get out into the international and domestic community. Go ahead, anyway.
Mr. Chair, siguro out of the 650 million dun sa Macan, ano lang ba to? Media buy-in or part din yung pag-produce ng ads?
Yeah, kasama yan. Pag-produce ng ads.
Pati yung pag-produce ng ads. So yung anak was part of the 650 million and ano ba yung bulag?
Sites.
Yung sites. So I guess hindi nyo nabayaran yung 650 million because may problema tayo dun sa sites. Tama po ba? And then what was the media placement?
Hindi ko na to. Walang data. No data. Sorry, Senator Nancy, but we did not bring in
the data. But,
the data.
Pero meron naman ho. I guess
we
siguro
have.
Secretary Bernat, do you have that data? Kung merong media plan?
For the record, I had a conversation with Senator Trillanes. We are going to call Mr. Montano. Montano? Montano. Cesar?
Montaño.
With the lenye. I'm
Montano.
Cesar Montano. Kung kayo mga Kastila talaga. Hindi, Basco eh. We will call him and continue with the Duty-Free Philippines investigation at the next hearing. I will try to finish this meeting now so that I can make a report insofar as this is concerned so I can go to the next because the Blue Ribbon Committee is awash with cases and I wish I didn't have to. I'm willing to sell it for anybody for 1 centavo. But anyway, go ahead. And the answer is?
So who has that media plan?
What we have here is the Macan Terminal Report which I can turn over po to you.
Then yun yung for the 650 million. And then, yeah. So noong 2017...
Would you turn over the report, please? Can you? Yeah, sorry, Nancy.
Yes, go ahead.
I just want to be sure that we get, yes. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
And then for the 2017, I assume that you also have a media plan for 300 million. May media plan din kayo for 300 million.
As I mentioned po, the branding campaign is under the Office of the Secretary.
Okay, so Secretary Teo, do you have a media plan?
I don't have the copy.
Sige, please.
The question is, did you have a media planner for the 300 million?
Yes, but hindi ko po ma-itemize. We have that. We will give you a copy because mahirap na po kasi kumuha ngayon ng mga records sa DOT.
Well, we'll ask. We will ask. It would be unfair for her to get it.
Yeah.
And Mr. Chair, siguro let us also include the 2018 media plan.
Yeah.
The what? Which
The
one?
2018 media plan.
Yes, of course. We will get the 2018. The chair directs the Secretary of Tourism on a request basis to please submit to us these matters that are being raised by Senator Binay. I just want to clarify, with again the permission, I don't want to miss the opportunity. 650 million ang binayad sa Macan Erickson.
Yes.
Yun po yung naka-allot na budget po. Pero in terms of magkano po yung binayad talaga, wala po.
No, but the contract is for 650
Yes
million.
po, yes po.
Obligated yon.
Yes po.
Pinutol natin yung kontrata sa kanila dahil nagkalat nga doon sa
Sites.
Blind man.
Yes po, yung sa sites po, Mr. Chair.
Sites. Sites.
Sites yung bulag.
Sites. Sites, Mr. Chair.
Sites po, sites.
Man eh. Side. Sorry. And 300 million, o bukod sa 650, meron pang 300 million for the campaign.
Hindi po. Ang alam ko po, yung 650 million for 2016, 2017 po, 300 million. Yun po yung sabi ng Secretary kanina po.
Okay.
So yung 2017, makan pa din?
Hindi na po. Yung
Ay, hindi
300 million, hindi na po.
Siguro, how much was the contract for Makan?
650.
Hindi ho, because there was a 2015 pa, di ba? Tapos nag-carry over ng 2016.
2016 po yung transition eh.
Yeah.
So, ang storya po niyan, para po ang nanalo talaga sa bidding ng time pa ni Secretary Mon Jimenez was Macan. Kami na lang po ang nag-implement.
And how much was the contract?
It was 650 million na po.
So kayo lang yung nag-execute ng ano. Siguro maybe we can ask COA.
Yeah.
Na-audit yung ba itong transaction between DOT and Macan?
Good question.
Sir, na-audit po namin yung yung contract and then the payments. Hindi pa po nila na babayaran ng buo kasi nga lumabas yung problema. And ang nagka-problema po sila sa creatives. Pero may mga contract na rin po yung mga placement. So yun po yung itinuloy na yung anak nang ina-advertise. So doon po sa sa KR po namin nakalagay po doon kasi may mga kulang po mga documents kaya hindi pa po namin masyadong thoroughly na-audit po.
Anyway, we should get a copy of that by budget time, right?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Makukuha naman namin ho yan by budget time. Budget time na ngayon eh.
Apo, makukuha.
Yung report ninyo.
Nasa KR po.
At saka, I need to know how much Macan Erickson was paid after the contract had been cancelled.
Ito, sir. Sir, ito pong nandito sa page 130 ng aming annual report. May disbursement po na 271 million.
Balance?
271 million po.
Ano po yun? Balance?
Hindi po, yun yung nabayaran na po. Na-disburse po. 718, 558.11 or 42%. As of December po yun.
217?
71 million. 718, 558.11 to be exact. Or 42% of the contract cost. Yun po yung nabayaran na po sa Macan. As of December po yun.
I just want to be sure. Yung hindi nabayaran, dahil meron ng application na bayaran yung commercial nung site, ipinasa na lang doon sa anak. Anak. Diba? What is the meaning of anak? Diba?
Kasi po yung creatives, marami yata po creatives yun. Kasama po yung bulag ba yun?
Bulag yun nga.
Yun po. Yung kasama yun sa bulag. Yung anak tsaka yung bulag. Kasi marami pong creatives. So, ang itinigil po nila yung site sa creatives po. Pero yung placements po, kasi kontrata na po, kaya yung anak na po yung pinapalabas nila.
O nga, pero kaya nga, yung anak, yung site o bulag o yung blind, meron ng obligated na ipapalabas yung commercial. Ngayon, dahil kinancel yun, ginamit ng DOT ngayon, yung para sa anak, sa balanse ng commercial para hindi na mademanda. Ano po?
Kasi po lahat nga po yun
Biro ko
nakapasok.
na ako kayo dahil naisarga ako dun eh. I'm sorry, I don't really. So yun ang kwan.
Opo.
Opo. Salamat po. Thank you.
Siguro, Mr. Chair, Macan was doing the creatives and the media placement for 2016. Correct? And 2017?
2017 lang po.
2017 lang
Yes
yung...
po. Opo.
Pero dito sa transaction niya with PTV4, you did not use Macan for the placement. Tama? para lumalabas, may placement kayo na under ng Makan, tapos meron din kayong placement na decided by DOT themselves. Tama po ba? Siguro, bibigyan ko lang ng background kasi during the campaign, you were doing our placements. Kaya medyo familiar din kami with how it's done. So parang lumalabas ngayon, noong 2017, nandyan pa rin yung Makan. So bakit hindi niyo na lang ginamit yung Makan for all your placements?
Yun na. Nasira na tayo. Nasira tayo sa sites. Your Honor, hindi na po namin ginamit ang Makan because of what happened yung sa sites.
So, for the creatives?
Yeah.
But for the placement, tuloy-tuloy siya hanggang 2017?
Did you? Yeah.
Tama po ba?
Placements, but creatives din na po.
Tinuloy niyo yung placement, ha? Baka hindi namin naintindihan ni Nancy, ni Senator Bina. Tinuloy niyo yung placement dahil nakakasa na yun, eh.
Yeah.
Di ba? So, yung budget doon, ginamit nyo for anak.
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 And after anak was, because I remember during that time, you said that you're gonna use another agency to do your creatives. Was this done?
Wala po. Hindi na po natuloy.
So ginamit niyo na lang yung kung ano man yung nagawa na ng Makan.
Oo.
Kasi apparently hindi lang to anak eh. Di ba parang 3 materials ba to? Or how many materials were produced by Makan?
4 na materials po. The first one was the anak. The second one, if I'm not mistaken, it's the Madrid Fusion Manila for 2017. And then the third one is Flavors of the Philippines. And then the fourth one eventually is yung canceled sites po.
So yung 3 nagamit nyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
I saw dun sa binigay nyo, I think you used yung Madrid. Wait lang, I get it.
Could you please send us a copy of all the commercials used by Macan?
So yung ginamit...
Nasa YouTube naman yan, no? YouTube.
So all your materials are from Macan?
For 2017, yes po.
Yes. So you did not get another agency?
For 2017, wala na po.
For 2018?
Hindi pa po nag-materialize po yun.
Okay, siguro balikan na lang natin yung marketing mix. Ano yung... how do you do the marketing mix? Paano ba yan? Ilan yung place international? Ilan yung for local?
I don't have the exact figures, Your Honor, but as far as I know, si Macan po, mas heavy po siya sa international placements. Naglagay po siya sa local po, very, very minimal lang po.
Next question, di ba? Siguro balikan natin. Yung 2016, may 1.15 billion kayong budget for marketing, correct? Tama po ba? According to Secretary Berna, 2016, 1.15 billion, right? And then 650 million napunta sa Macan. So there was another 600 million, well, more or less, let's say 500 million. Sinong gumastos ng 500 million?
I'm sorry, Secretary Senator Nancy, but we do not have the records of that. I came here prepared for the PT4. I hope we can do it next time. So we come prepared.
I'm siguro na lang, I assume na before you do the budget, nag-uusap na kayo, di ba? May planning yan. Tapos pinag-uusapan nyo, for this year, ganito yung marketing mix natin. Siguro, if you can just remember, what was the direction for DOT in terms of placement? Was it like, nung nagpaplano kayo, 60% ba international, 40% local, tapos pag ABS ba, ganitong percentage, pag GMA, pag PTV4?
It's more international po.
So how much was spent for international?
May idea ka pa?
I don't have the exact figures pa.
Sige, Secretary Berna, can you furnish us? So for 2018, what was the direction for marketing?
That's already Secretary Berna's term.
Can you just submit to the committee? Okay, Mr. Chair, I will to give my colleague the chance to answer questions. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, reminder lang yung mga submissions that I requested.
Before we recognize the distinguished Senator Risa Ontiveros, I just have to figure this out from PTV and from DOT. The total that was supposed to have been paid is 120 million. Is that correct? 120.
Yung pong
Ang
contract
natanggap
price.
ng kumpanya ni Mr. Tulfo is 100 ilan? Kayo na magsabi para hindi tayo magkagulo.
Sir, a gross amount of 75,798,693.7.
So 75 million plus and change, 75.7.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Out of the 120. Tapos binayaran kayo ng 20. Yan ang kinita nyo.
Ang retained po by PTV is exactly 19,826,306.3.
19 million
826,000.
826,000.
306.3.
76.3. Ko, will you please take care of this? I just want to know. 120 nakalaan, 75.7 or 0.8 ang nakuha ng kumpanya ni Mr. Tulfo, halos 20 million ito. So, alisin mo na yung 20 million, 19 gawin mo ng 20, may 100 million pa. So, 75 million or 75.8 lalabas na mayroon pang natitira na 25,000 or less. 25 million or less. Saan napunta yan?
Siguro sa Mr. Chair, yun po yung last tranche na hindi na po na-release.
Magkano yan? I don't dwell in siguro. Ilan yan? 11 million na tayo, 12 million. Diba? Ayan. Just,
I think it's about 100.
11.82. Di ba? 11.82. So, meron ka mga dito ng 13 million. Siyempre, may VAT yan. Nagbayad kayo ng VAT. Di ba, Mr. Tulfo, nagbayad kayo ng VAT?
Yeah, Mr. Chair, you're right. We have to factor also
the VAT.
Yun ho, mga VAT, e-VAT, and then yung mga deductions.
Withholding.
So, ito mga withholding, e-VAT, deductions. So, para maging specific ho tayo, kasi pag nagbayad ho sila, deducted ho lahat yan.
Sila na nagbabayad doon, hindi naman ikaw.
Sa gobyerno ho, pagdating sa kanila, i-issue ho sila sa amin ng check and billing ho namin. Ako ho, Mr. Chair, I'd like to take this opportunity. Siguro makakatulong ho to sa inyo, kasi maraming tanong na parang tumatahimik ako rito on my presence na I have to speak because I'm the one in the middle of the controversy.
No, nobody's saying you were deceived. There's a contract. Ang mali dyan,
but ang contract po is like this. As far as the contract ng DOT and PTV, we don't have any legal personality to intervene. Kami ho ang kontrata namin, deliver ho namin base doon sa nakasulat sa kontrata sa pagitan ho ng PTV at BMUI. May mga confusion ho kasi pag Bitag, programa ho yan na hindi ho angkop dyan ng turismo.
Yeah.
Ngayon, ang Kilos Pronto ho, ibang programa po to.
And is it covered by your company?
Ang BMUI sa production outfit, independent production outfit, ito ho'y content producer ho tayo, kami ho'y content provider ho sa mga network. Kahit sa network.
It doesn't include therefore Bitag there.
Ang Bitag ho, isa ho sa mga programa like Bitag.
No, my question is simple, Ben. BUMI is a content provider.
BMUI
is part of the content provided Bitag?
Yes.
So
it's also production.
Is part of Kilos Pronto provided?
Kilos Pronto is also a program sa loob ng BMUI.
Under BMI, of course.
BMUI, yes.
So, okay. So, my question, wala akong problema doon. The real problem here is really the issue of conflict of interest. That's what Secretary Wanda has to address in the case that you already have in the Ombudsman. I'm not going to lawyer for anybody here. You have your own lawyers, no?
Yes.
I'm not going to tell you what your rights are, but what is in front of me are the facts.
Yes.
And as far as I'm concerned, there is a failure by Secretary Teo to appreciate the fact that nagkulang yung kanyang department na maasinta na merong conflict. Because walang lusod doon eh. Strictly yun eh. Pangalawa, ang Channel 4, ang PTV, dapat nahagip yun. Dahil programa ninyo yun eh. Di ba? Dapat nasabihan. Now, whether or not the Ombudsman or whoever it is that's going to handle the aspect of cases, sila yan. But sa amin, ang intention namin dito is to make a report in aid of legislation and make the necessary recommendations. So ang hinahanap ko lang dito, kung nawalan pa kayo ng pera, meaning to say, kung 120, nagbayad tayo ng 75 million, tinanggal nyo na yung VAT, tinanggal nyo na lahat yung iba dyan, binayad nyo yung 20 million, doon ba kinuha nyo ba yung binayad na block time? Yung 4 million ni Mr. Tulfo?
Your Honor, if I may...
I'm asking them. Ilan, magkano? Kasi kung 700,000 a month, that's 8.4. Yung block time, di ba? Ang sabi nyo kasi kanina, 4.4 eh. Unless you gave him a discount.
Mr. Chair, yung pong binawas for airtime, it's not just for Kilos Pronto, pero it's actually dineduct po yun because of arrears. Arrears po yun.
Arrears na nino?
Ng BMUI po sa airtime.
Dahil hindi siya nakakabayad ng araw sa block time?
May kulang po.
May kulang? Oh,
yes, yes.
Can you submit to us kung magkano yung arrears na yan?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And that should cover the whole 120, lalabas na yan, gano'n yan? You hope?
Mr. Chair, like I said, yung last tranche po kasi hindi na-release, kaya hindi po kompleto yung 120.
Kaya nga, 120 na bawasan. Ginawa ko ng 100 million nga eh.
So we will submit the financial statement po, Mr.
I was
Chair.
trying to shorten it, but hindi 100 million yan. 120, binayaran yun na 75 million, 75.8, lagay mo na, 19 million, 20 million yung binayad sa news, so lumalabas siya magkano? 20 plus 75, that's 95, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ay yung balance na, ano yun, arrears at saka taxes.
Taxes po yung iba, tapos yung meron din po, Mr. Chair, yung arrears. And what the figure na binigay po namin sa inyo is yung net, yung 95 po, that's the net na natanggap po.
Idadagdag mo ngayon yung taxes yan. Ang net kasama yung tax eh. Yung gross kasama yung... Pag binawas mo yung net, nabayaran na yung tax doon.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Linis sa kanya yun.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Pero kayo nagbayad ng tax, di ba?
Nagbayad po kami.
So, kalkalin niyo yung resibo nyo at tignan nyo kung ilan ang binayad yung taxes para malaman ko lahat kung meron pa nawawalang pera.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay? Alright, go ahead. Yes.
With your permission.
Of course.
Just for additional submission, because TPB, meron din kayong sariling budget for marketing and promotion. Am I correct? Can you please submit to the
Yes, Your Honor.
committee your budget for 2016, 2017, 2018, and your placements for marketing and promotion for those 3 years? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Your Honor. We will do.
Yeah. Well, we'll see each other budget time. No? PTV kasama government corporation, government corporation. Pero sila sinasama sa hindi kahit ako merong support yan. Meron pa kayong budgetary support, di ba? Merong support ng gobyerno sa inyo, budgetary. Wala na? Yung share niyo sa casino?
Yung sa casino
Yung share niyo sa airport? Ako gumawa ng loan na yan.
Yung ano po, Mr. Chairman, yung what I understand is wala na po kaming GAA since 2016.
Wala tayong GAA, pero meron kayong support, kinukuha
Sa PAGCOR.
sa casino, sa PAGCOR, kinukuha sa airport.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Di meron yun.
Meron po.
Hindi, papasilin natin nga eh. Okay, go ahead. Senator Risa Ontiveros is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Magtatanong po ako sa dalawang kabaro ko, sina former Sec Teo at saka si Sec Berna. Kay former Sec Teo muna po. Sabi po ninyo hindi nyo alam na yung kilos pronto ay sa mga kapatid ninyo. Kaya hindi po na red flag nung nagkaroon ng kontrata between DOT at saka yun nga pong kilos pronto. Pero hindi po ba, ma'am, na yung kontrata ay binayad sa 3 tranches over a period of at least 7 months? So, ibig po sabihin, sa loob nung higit kalahating taon na yon, habang binabayaran in at least 3 tranches, hindi po kayo nag-usap lahat, kayong magkakapatid?
Hindi po kami kanya-kanya po kung buhay yung mga kapatid ko. I don't even have time to talk to them. Yung checks were all paid to PTB4. So lahat po ng mga cheque na in-issue ng DOT were all paid to PTB4. So yung PTB4 na po bahala kung saan sila magbabayad.
I'll accept that answer for now, Mr. Chair, pero medyo mahirap talagang paniwalaan, lalo na sa bansa natin na mapagpantay sa ganyang mga bagay, yung proper at saka improper na pagnenegosyo sa pagitan ng gobyerno at saka private sector. Kapag ka usapin ng pamilyang pinag-uusapan, medyo nakaka-stretch ng belief na hindi po nakapag-usap ang magkapatid.
Sure,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
everybody here. You have a case pending in the Ombudsman right now.
It's in the fact-finding,
There's
nasa
a
ombudsman na po.
fact-finding.
Yes po.
So when that case comes in, that will be considered as whether that is a violation not only of the Constitution but of the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay.
Ma'am, bakit po sinabi ng abogado niyong si Attorney Topacio na isusoli ang pera? Pero sinabi po ng mga kapatid niyo na hindi isusoli ang pera. So ano po yung talagang mangyayari?
Okay, ganito po yan. It was suggested by Attorney Topacio, he was my lawyer before, na kung pwede isauli yung pera. So at that time, medyo magulo na po yun. So I asked my brother kung pwede, if they could return the money. But at the end of the day, it's still PTB4 and my brother that will decide kung ibabalik po ang pera. Kasi ang bayad po naman namin ay sa PTB4.
So sa pagitan po, ma'am, ng pakiusap at payo ng abogado niyong si Attorney Topacio at yung sinabi naman ng mga kapatid niyo, may I ask you, do you personally support returning that money?
Actually, ang unang decision ko po ay hindi pwede. Actually, when Attorney Topacio told me, I said, mahirap kasi nagasto na yung pera, they already paid, marami na sila nagawa. But he said, you have to do an ultimate sacrifice. That was the advice then. So I told my brother, and then he said, later on siguro, because of a younger brother, medyo pumayag. But then at the end of the day, ganun pa rin po, kung ano decision niya, kung magbayad o hindi, wala na po sa akin yan.
Pero yung personal na tingin nyo po ay dapat isauli yung pera?
Hindi.
Hindi rin po. I'm disappointed to hear that, Mr. Chairman. Bagamat I appreciate yung sinabi ni former Sec Teo na may kahit konting pagtingin sila dun sa payo ng kanilang abogado.
Because,
yes, ma'am.
Can I ask that?
Yes, ma'am.
Because nagawa na po kasi ang nagawa na po, natapos na po kasi yung kontrata. And kung minsan nagasto na po yung pera, you mean to say, saan po kukunin yung pera? Pambayad.
Well, as the good chairman said, depende po sa finding at resulta ng legal process. Magkakaroon ng mga rekomendasyon kung ano yung tama o hindi tamang gawin. Pero,
Madam Chair,
Mr. Chair?
Yes. Can I, this is the issue na kung saan si Attorney Topacio in the first place, hindi ko po kilala. I haven't met this person. I haven't had any handshake with this person. Ako may meeting noon sa Sofitel At tumawag po yung aking kapatid bilang nakakatanda. So sinagot ko si Wanda Teo. Ngayon, ang sinabi ho ni Wanda, pakinggan mo nga tong legal mind nitong Attorney Topacio. Ako ho'y nakinig bilang nakababatang kapatid. At maganda hong sinabi ni Topacio dahil sa kanya yung legal mind, nararespeto at tsabakano rin siya. Marunong daw magtsabakano, tsabakano ho kami. Sinabi niya, yung word na, the key words are goodwill, and then sabi niya, the money and your name. And then sabi niya also, honor and integrity. These are the key words. It's a very good words, powerful words para sa akin. And then I told him that would extinguish the legality of my contract with PTV. Why would I be returning a money where we have faithfully delivered, and then by way of contract, we aired all the documents needed, kasama pati yung tape on air, we fulfilled. So now, returning the money is tantamount to saying that we did something illegal. But during this time, sinabi ko, Attorney Pasio, I will consult my lawyer because I have a legal counsel for a corporate company. And then after that, nagsalita na siya sa media without, an approval because he's not representing for me. She's representing Wanda. And that'd be tantamount to what? Conspiracy.
Actually, Mr. Chair.
Kaya po, if you will allow me, Your Honor, because this is very important. Ito ho naging dahilan ho na parang pagsasauli. Wala ho sa isip ko magsasauli kasi wala po akong ginawang illegal. Sa amin po, pamanindigan po namin ng kontrata. Yung kontrata po yan, legal po to. Wala po kaming ginawang illegal. Kung meron ho nagmamaganda loob na para sabihin sa uli, pinakinggan ko, legal mind ho yun eh. Hindi ako pwede mag-abogado. Ang nagtataka lang po ako, kumalat na ho sa media, magsasaulit, parang ang dating meron ho kaming conspiracy. Kami ho magkakapatid, walang galang lang, maliban ho kay Erwin. May kanya-kanya ho kaming buhay. Answering the train of thought na sabi niyo kanina, imposible naman magkakapatid, kahit na ho sa kanya. Ang relasyon ho namin, hindi ho close. FYI. I mean, kalat naman ho sa media yan. Para kaming isang kapatid ko, parang lagi sa tubig. Hindi kami pwedeng halo. Iba ho yung henerasyon namin itong kababata kong kapatid, sila. Ibang henerasyon ho sila, malayo. Do we listen to one another? We have our own decisions. My decisions are based on the legal counsel namin. I make decisions as a CEO on the basis of legal advice. And besides, parang ang dating, binigay lang sa amin na walang kontrata, walang personality in BMUI. BMUI stands for Bitag Media Unlimited Incorporated. It has a structure. Meron ho kaming accounting, meron ho kaming CPA, meron ho kaming corporate counsel. Kompleto ho kami pagdating sa advice. So I don't act by myself or myself with myself. So, kaya ho ako nagsasalita ng ganito kasi dito ho nag-umpisa sa sauli. At yung magiting nating senador, sabi niya nga, ba't sa sauli? Ito ho ako nasaktan dito na parang iba na ho yung reaction ko rito Masakit ho ito
Well, Mr. Chair, precisely. Thank you, Mr. Tulfo.
If you allow me.
Well, actually, Mr. Chair, the good gentleman entered into my question to the good former secretary, but I allowed him to continue his additional input in order to shed light on my question. But here, I'd like to come in dahil sinabi nga po na hindi naghahalo silang magkakapatid. But I think precisely the reason that our committee took cognizance of these resolutions is mukhang may naghalo dito na improper. And this is precisely why I'm asking the question, Mr. Chairman, about the necessity of returning the money. Kasi mukhang product talaga ng conflict of interest na prejudicial sa Republika and in violation of our RA 6713 o yung ethical standards of government employees. Sinabi rin po na may payo nga si Attorney Topacio. And I recall na si Attorney Topacio, he insisted na Mr. Ben Tulfo had told him that he would return the 60 million pesos. Kaya kanina, in the process of clarifying this question, gusto ko sanang itanong dahil sinabi nga nila that goodwill, that honor, that integrity are important to the good resource person. So, kailan nyo nga po isasauli yung 60 million pesos?
Lilinawin ko ho, ma'am, ano?
I think before you do that, I think there's a miscommunication here. The question was asked upon Secretary Tulfo whether she was going to return the money, and the answer was una, nagastos na. Pangalawa, sabi niya pumasok na ngayon si Ben Tulfo, nauna naman silang pinag-usapan na isasauli. Is that correct?
Yes.
Hindi mo kilala si
Yes, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. Hindi ko pa ho siya nakikita kahit
Is Topacio your lawyer, Wanda?
He was my lawyer before. I asked
At the time he said that?
Yeah. At the
He was
time
your lawyer?
Yeah.
So the statement saying na magsasauli came from you or came
No.
from him or came
Came
from
from Attorney Topacio.
tell him, did you tell him not to say that? Did you tell him to say that?
Actually, he told me to ask Ben kung pwede ibalik yung pera. So I told Ben because it was advice of my lawyer.
And Ben said no.
And I was forcing him. I said kung pwede ibalik. And first he said yes, and then later on he changed his mind.
So first he said yes, ma'am.
So Ben said yes first.
Sabi niya, titingnan niya kung saan niya kukunin yung pera.
Is that what he said?
He said, titingnan niya kung saan niya kukunin ng pera because nagasto na kasi niya yung pera eh. Di ba? He paid for the people, ganun lahat.
Mr. Chairman, I would have hoped that the story could have ended there because it would have been a good sign of positive, prospective positive action from Mr. Ben Tulfo. But unfortunately, it seems to have
Our hopes,
changed.
as you know, including my hopes, are irrelevant here because what we are here is we're getting the facts. That's the important thing here is get the facts.
Yes.
That's why
Well-
we cannot make a priori statements yet because we have not gotten all the facts. That's why I'm clarifying. Sabi mo, kinausap mo si Ben, sabi ni Ben, hindi niya na may sasauli. Is that correct?
He said, mahihirapan siya because saan siya kukunin niya ang pera.
Is that a question na kahit na gusto ko isauli or sasauli ko or what? Did he say, I'm not going to return it?
He did not say I'm not going to return it, but he said,
He said he was going to return it.
he said, where will I get the money? First he told me, where will I get the money? And then he said, oh sige. Parang, he was telling me kung saan kukunin ang pera.
So that is his
nagamit
point.
na. Yeah,
Saan
that was
kukunin
his
yung
point.
pera?
Saan
Dahil-
kukunin ang pera? Dahil
Sabi mo, nagasto na.
Nagasto na kasi yung pera.
Alright.
Nabayaran na niya yung mga ano to.
What did you say, Ben? I just want to be sure because I'm going to have to make a report.
Ako po, salamat Mr. Chairman, Nung ako po'y tinanong, buo na sa aking isipan, kasi may counsel po kami, legal po yung aming mga ginawa. Wala ho kaming ginawa na illegal. Ngayon, yung transaction ho namin sa PTV, official ho yun, legal. Back up with the document. Ang pagsasauli po, bilang respeto kay
sa
ate ko, hindi ko po that time ma-comprehend for something because it will extinguish the legality of our contract between PTV and us. I am not deciding for myself. I'm deciding for my
Nagalugin mo yung
corporation.
extinguish the legality. Ang ibig
Ito
sabihin
ho'y
ng extinguish the
magpapawalang
legality,
bisa.
excuse me, when you say extinguish the legality, legal ba yung kontrata mo or
Opo,
illegal?
legal po ang aming kontrata.
Kaya
po,
yun ang pinupupok mo.
Okay, kaya po, yun po eh. Hindi naman po ako magpagduduldulan ko po kung anong mali, kung sakaling yan. Hoy, sasabihin.
Let me ask you a question now.
Sige
Do you
po.
think what your sister, did you ever ask your sister, nabigyan mo ako, Secretary of Tourism ka, mag-advertise, ibayad mo, kunin mo kami at mag-produce kami. Did you ever ask her that?
Wala po kaming ugnayan sa kapatid ko ni hindi po ako lumapit sa kanyang opisina, nakipag-usap sa kanya o sino sa mga tao niya. Wala pong lumapit sa BMUI, representante po namin, yung aming sales sa kanyang tanggapan o sa tanggapan po ng DOT.
I asked this
access,
question
wala
earlier
po.
upon Channel 4 or via PTV. May lumapit ba sa inyo na ibigay yung kontrata para sa kanila? Kasi nagtataka ako sa inyo eh. Batikan kayo dyan eh. Nakikita niya na si Tulfo is talent, is a buyer niyo ng black time. Hindi kayo magtataka, hindi ko maintindihan yan, hindi kayo magtataka. Tapos nagpapalit-palit kayo ng sagot eh. Sabi mo, hindi ka nagtataka. Basta, una sabi mo, binigay sa inyo yung kontrata na naandun na yung pangalan ni Mr. Tulfo. Tapos lumabas yung kontrata, pinakita yung sulat. Galing sa inyo, kayo nagsasabi na isama si Mr. Tulfo. Ano ba talaga? Totoo. Talo kayo sa parada dyan, ha? Sinasabi ko. Dahil yung papel na binigay nyo, nakasama na si Tulfo. Kaya ang tanong ko, meron ba lumapit sa inyo? Nilapitan ba kayo ng sino man na lapitan ba kayo ni Secretary Andalar?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Nilapitan ba kayo ng Presidente?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Nilapitan kayo ng any of the Tulfo brothers na bigay yung kontrata sa kanila?
Hindi po.
Eh bakit nilagay mo doon sa kontrata, doon sa letter, akin na yung letter, na nakalagay doon, Mr. Tulfo, yung kilo sa pronto, ang ilalagay? Saan galing yun?
Mr. Chair, nung pinag-uusapan po namin yung ibibigay na proposal sa DOT, sinama po namin yung programang Kilos Pronto. Sinama po namin yung programang Kilos Pronto. First of all, dahil yung format po niya ay tama po para
Okay, so in your judgment tama yun, pero dapat judgment na yun, hindi mo judgment yun. Pero ginawa mo yun na i-offer yung programa ninyo, dahil sabi mo kayo na kailangan gumawa ng pera ang Channel 4, ang PTV4, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Yun ang sinabi mo kanina, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
But that was precipitated by a letter from Secretary Andalar saying, let's have a strategic alliance or words to that effect na i-advertise yung DOT. Correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And because of that, you sent a letter now to Secretary Wanda saying, eto. Ano ba yan?
Yes, Mr. Chair, as a proposal.
As a proposal. Pero nilagay mo doon yung program nila, Tulfo.
Yes, it was
Because you
included.
think that was the best a proposal. Hindi kaya tinutukso mo, hindi na niya, alam mo, sa tingin ko parang ganun eh. Parang bang, kunin mo na itong programa ito, anyway, makikinabaw yung kapatid mo dyan, parang ganun. Even if you don't say that, lalabas ganun.
We'd never intended for it to be like that, Mr. Chair. Ang sa amin lang po is this is a proposal na pwede rin naman pong palitan or completely i-reject.
But hindi pinalitan, di ba?
Hindi po.
Kaya, yesterday I talked with you. Ako, full disclosure ako rito. Hindi ako tinatago. I talked with you. Sabi ko, magsabi ko sa akin para malaman ko dahil wala akong kikilingan dito. Ako sa'yo, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
At maaari pa kayo mag-state witness. Di ba? Sinabi ko.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Sabi niyo totoo, no? Pero ang sabi mo kahapon, kaya medyo natataas ako ng boses, sabi mo, ang nagpadala ng sulat ng kontrata ang DOT. Ngayon, sinabi ngayon ng DOT, ang sabi mo, kayo ang nagpadala ng sulat at ito yung sulat, nakalagay dito, kasama na yung programa ni Mr. Tulfo, dated February 8. And you got give it to February 8. Di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Nabaliktad yung sinabi mo kahapon.
Mr. Chair, ano po, kami po ang nagpadala ng proposal. Pero po yung initial draft nung kontrata ay in-email po from DOT to...
Sino nag-email sa'yo nan?
Your Honor, yung original draft nung contract came from DOT, Your Honor, nung March 18.
DOT is a big place. There's a person...
Attorney Jen Olba po.
Ha?
Attorney Jen Olba.
Jen Olba.
Olba po, legal of DOT.
Is she here?
I don't know.
Do you know her? I'm sure you know her. Secretary Wanda.
Yes, the legal.
Was that upon your instruction na magpadala siya ng...
No, Your Honor.
Eh, ba't magpapadala si Wanda, si Alba, or whatever is that, Alba ba?
Olba, Your Honor.
Olba. Ba't siya magpapadala sa inyo? Nag-usap ba kayo? Nagkape ba kayo? O bibigyan kami ng offer sa inyo? Nag-usap ba kayo sa labas?
No, Your Honor. After nung signing, nung MOA signing, sinabi ni DOT, the Attorney Gen, na papadala na lang nila yung draft na MOA sa amin.
Sinabi nila?
Attorney Gen Olba, Your Honor.
Kailan yung sinabi yan? Tingnan ko yung memorandum of agreement. Yung una. Yung una, pero sabi niya. Doon na siya nakita eh. Doon na kayo nakita ni Miss Olba. Nung magpirmahan kayo ng memorandum of agreement, dated anong araw yun? March? Ha?
Your Honor, nung February 14,
Pero sulat yung February.
Apo, nung February 14, Your Honor, when we submitted the proposal.
February 14 kayo nag-submit?
Apo, nung proposal.
Senator, I gave you the copy.
No, February 6.
Oh, no, nakalagay. February 8?
February 6 po, Your Honor.
February 6.
February? Saan yan? February 6.
No, Your Honor, February 14 po ako nagpunta sa DOT to submit the proposal.
It is here. It's here.
Ito,
The letter speaks for itself.
ito February 6, 2016.
February 6 lang po yung date, pero February 14 po ako nagpunta ng DOT.
Paano mauna yung proposal mo ng February 6?
No, Your Honor, ginawa ko yan February 6, pero dinala ko sa DOT February 14, Your Honor.
February 6 mo ginawa.
Apo.
Ikaw ang gumawa.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I will follow your thought, ha?
Yes, Your
Ikaw
Honor.
na February 6, dumating ka ng February 14. Pero February 6 pa lang, nilagay mo na rito, kilos pronto.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, dinala mo ngayon sa DOT February 14. Right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And tapos, pinadala ka na sulat ni Olba. Sabi niya, ako na magpapadala sa'yo. Correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
At dahil dito sa sulat dito, nilagay ni Olba sa kontrata yung kilos pronto.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Ang madaling sabi, ang nag-initiate ang Channel 4.
It was suggested, Your Honor, in the proposal na...
By whom?
I'm just saying, Your Honor, it's a proposal that we submitted to...
No, just answer my question. You sent a letter, you wrote a letter February 6, dinala mo ng February 14, nakalagay na rito, February 6, a letter, February 14, dinala mo, ito yon. Nakalagay dyan, kasama na ang kilos pronto, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Alright, dahil dyan, sabi sa ni Olba ng DOT, papadala ka namin ng draft ng contract, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
At pinadala sa yung contract, akin na yung contract, nakalagay na doon, kilos pronto.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, ang talagang nag-initiate ng idea na ilalagay yung kilos pronto ay yung letter mo ng February 6.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Oh, yan. It's all very clear.
But he kept saying, Mr. Chair, that it was suggested. Sino pong nagmungkahi ng kilos prontong ilalagay sa sulat na iyan?
Sino nag-suggest sa'yo nun?
No, Your Honor, it was our idea. Nobody suggested.
I hear
Sabi mo,
a
it was
different thing
suggested
from
eh.
minute to minute, Mr. Chairman.
Ha?
Napaka-misteryoso. I heard something different earlier.
Yeah,
I
I
think
heard
some
it
of
too.
our colleagues here in the
I agree with
Blue
that.
Ribbon Committee
You know,
heard
it was
differently
suggested.
earlier. It was suggested.
Don't dilly-dally. Don't be a willy-nilly here. I want to know
Yes, Mr.
kung may
Chair, maybe
nag-suggest
we can
sa'yo.
check the
Remember, ang tanong
transcript.
ko, nilapitan ba kayo ni Secretary Tulfo? Nilapitan ba kayo ng somebody from the Department of Tourism? Nilapitan ba kayo ng mga Tulfo brothers o sino dyan? Wala.
No, Your Honor, it was our decision to...
So it is your decision?
Yes, Your Honor.
So wala nag-suggest sa inyo?
Nobody, Your
Ang
Honor.
sabi naman ng kasama mo dyan, ang sabi niya, in my view, pinakamagandang ilabas itong proposal natin dito sa kilos pronto dahil ito ang ugma doon sa target nila. Correct?
That's correct, Your
At
Honor.
nasagot ko sa kanya, hindi ikaw dapat ang magsabi doon. Ang magsabi doon, yung media buyer o yung DOT. Di ba?
That's correct, Your
Ang
Honor.
makatwid, malinaw na malinaw sa akin, ang nag-suggest ito, nag-o-offer kayo ng proposal, lalagay ko yan dyan, kaya nga ang conclusion ko, baka naman tinutukso mo, kinikiliti mo ito, hindi nga kayo nag-usap, o ito, nakalagay ang pangalan ng programa ng kapatid mo, pirma mo na yan. Baka gano'n na nangyari.
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Hindi.
Hindi po.
Mr. Chair, maybe the committee could check, or rather our secretariat could check the transcript because I really strongly remember something else was said earlier that it was suggested to them kaya po naipasok
Whatever it was.
So just for verification's sake, Mr. Chairman.
Sure, I can do
Thank
that.
you,
But
Mr. Chairman.
whatever it is, she's under, I'm
Opo.
practicing my law here.
Yes.
He's under cross-examination. I'm not interpolating him anymore. I'm basing it on a document. I'm basing it on a statement. I asked him about the suggestion. Tinanong ko siya, walang suggestion, dinideny niya. I'm not trying to give anybody a pass here. I'm not in that business. Kung kayo may kasalanan, tatawain ko, kayo may kasalanan. Kaya nilabas ko, disclosure, nang kausapin ko kayo. Ano sabi ko? Wala akong sasantuin dito. Kung ako sa inyo, mag-state witness kayo, laban sa mga Tulfo kung totoo yan. Di ba sinabi ko sa inyo yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kaya nung dumating kayo rito, tinatanong ko kayo, ayan ang nangyari, o yan. Now remember, I don't have to be told about Article 183 about false testimony. Yan ang binubunggo ngayon ni Senator narinig ko rin yung it was suggested in fairness to Senator Risa. Kaya gusto ko
Thank you,
malaman,
Mr. Chair.
meron bang nag-suggest?
Wala pong nag-suggest, Mr. Chair. Siguro po,
Tinanong kita, tumawag ba ang Presidente?
hindi po, siguro po,
Presidente Duterte, ha?
opo, siguro
Hindi
po,
tumawag.
hindi po,
Ulitin ko ulit, tanong ko, tumawag ba si Secretary Andanar?
hindi po,
May tumawag bang hindi mo maintindihan?
wala po.
So, ang sinasabi niyo, walang nagsasuggest ngayon.
Wala po. What I meant po, Mr. Chair, was we suggested to DOT by way of the proposal.
Sorry, the evidence shows na kayo nga nag-suggest eh. Kaya nga, hinahabol ko siya dahil sabi niya, nagpunta ako doon ng February 14, Valentine's Day pa ngayon eh. Magbibigay ka na happy
Yes, Your
birthday kay Secretary Wanda, may asawa na yan.
May picture pa nga kami, Your Honor.
So in other words, pumunta siya doon, pero may letter ka na na-draft ng February 6.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. At this point, the best thing I've heard so far ay yung sinabi po ni former Sec Teo na nung una, sinabi ni Mr. Ben Tulfo na oo, isa sa uli niya. At sayang hindi natapos doon yung decision-making process. Because after all, kahit may mga sinabi na tungkol sa legalidad, na legal ito, legal iyan, higit pang mataas sa legalidad ay yung etika. Kaya nga yung pamagat ng 6739, Ethical Standards of Government Employees. Kung ang isang alleged conflict of interest ay maaring sabihing legal, pero ayon sa batas, hindi po yan ethical. At this point, before I go to my last question kay former Sec Teo, maitanong ko lang kay Sec Berna, yung pong 60 million, hahabulin po ba yan ng DOT? And if so, if the findings bear this out, ano yung mga administrative at o criminal actions na kinoconsider ng departamento?
When I entered the Department of Tourism, this was already under the Ombudsman. So they were already, I think Ombudsman Morales already had a fact finding. But of course, any time they call us, we will be cooperating with them.
And also, ma'am, it's reported that, gaya rin ng nabanggit kanina, COA is currently reviewing a number of DOT projects. Bate po dun sa resulta ng COA review na yan, bukas ba kayo na mag-initiate ng proceedings against any persons whom COA may identify as responsible for improper projects of the department?
Right now, there is the Buhay.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have anything to say about the disallowances?
Well, what I do is whenever I get a notice of disallowance, the
That is what she's
DOT
asking.
officials,
There's a disallowance. Are you going
Yes.
to go after them?
I have actually asked those who received the notice of disallowance to answer the COA.
And what is your latest, if any, knowledge of disallowance in the COA, if any?
The latest was dated June 6.
June 6.
June 6 for PTV4.
And what does it say? From PTV4 or from COA?
Okay, the AOM, the notice of disallowance was June 6. Wait, I'm sorry, June 8.
June 8.
June 8. And they wrote down, I think it was already flashed on, Mr. Chair, it was flashed on the screen. And they put the following persons have been determined to be liable for the transaction. And they mentioned the names of who were given the notice of disallowance.
I have a copy of this given to me by my staff here. That's why I ask you.
Yes.
Galing sa COA kanina ito.
Yeah.
Senator?
Thank you.
No, I have a copy
yes, Mr.
here.
Chair.
I just want to read it, no? On page 8 ba ito? Huh? No, this is the second page. Second page of a letter dated, notice of disallowance, dated June 5, 2018. Is this the same document?
I have June 8, 2018.
Ano ito? I'm sorry. Naipid pala. June 5 ito.
There is a June 5 and they updated it to June 8. They just added.
Okay.
Yes. The updated is June 8, 2018.
All right, in the June 5 disallowance for the Senator Risa, nakalagay dito on page 2, the following persons have been determined to be liable for the transaction under the principle of causing any undue injury to any party, including the government, or giving any private party or any unwarranted benefits, advantage, or preference in the discharge of his official, administrative, or judicial functions through manifest partiality, evident bad faith, or gross inexcusable negligence. This provision shall apply to officers and employees of offices or government corporations charged with the grant of licenses or permits or other concessions. All right? That means Channel 4, and that means DOT. Okay, the following persons have been determined to be liable for the transaction. People's Television Network, nakalagay dito, advertising, position, advertising, and media agency, received payment, payee, advertising, and media agency contracted by DOT to air their TV commercials. Honorable Wanda Corazon Iteo, former DOT Secretary, signatory of the memorandum, head of procuring entity, Hope, approved by the BAC Resolution number 2017-043, dated February 17, 2017, recommending the alternative method of agency to agency. That was the recommendation of the BAC. No? And then Arlene V. Mancao, Head Executive Assistant, Secretary, Faith-Based Tourism and Ecotourism. Raymond C. Sanchez, Chief of Staff, Head Executive Assistant. Benito Benson Jr., Catherine De Castro, Undersecretary. Maria Lourdes F. Hapson, Myra T. Santos, Milagros Say, Verna Esmeralda Bensuceso, Maria Grace Marzan, Aida T. Soriano, Luz F. Falconaya, and apparently the proof of service has been given. What does this mean sa COA? Is this a notice of disallowance, formal disallowance, right? What does this mean? Para maintindihan ng mga tao na nanonood at nakikinig.
Mr. Chairman, ini-issue po yung notice of disallowance pagka may mga irregular na transaction tulad po nito. And then,
the following persons have been determined to be liable for the transaction.
Dito po, within 6 months, pwede po silang, kung nakikita po nilang hindi sila dapat na issuehan ng notice of meron po silang time, within 6 months na mag-a-appeal po sa amin sa COA, sa Commission Proper.
Within how many months?
6 months po.
6 months pwede mag-appeal
sila
dito sa disallowance.
Opo.
So that is a process that is not...
Process po yun.
That is not finished.
Under rules of procedures po namin.
Lumalabas dito hanggang October, June, July, August, September, October, November.
Opo. Yes.
November.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Inform the good senator about this because yung process hindi pa tapos. Now, with this, ang feeling nyo disallowed because of the violation of the previous paragraph that I mentioned, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, I'll now go back to Secretary, with the permission again of our good senator. Can you give us the June 8? Ba't kayo nagkaroon pa ng June 8 disallowance?
Your Honor, we issued another notice to amend the previous disallowance because we heard that when we served the first notice of disallowance, we only put PTNI or PTB without name. And when we heard na Mr. Dino Apolonio was not there anymore, so we issue another para ma-specify po si Mr. Dino Antonio Apolonio.
Why, are you no longer with the PTV4?
No, Mr. Chair, I'm still with PTV.
Ha?
I'm still with PTV, Mr. Chair.
Ano sabi niya, you're no longer there? So pinalitan nyo lang para specify yung pangalan ni
Mr.
Apolonio, ni Dino Apolonio. So this is not an indictment. This is a finding na kailangan mag-appeal kayo, kundi balik yung pera. Ano ba yan?
Ma'am, pwede po answer din. Ma'am, pa-answer ko sa director ko, sir.
Bakit nagtatanong kayo?
Under the revised rules of procedure ng COA, once the persons liable receive the notice of disallowance, they have 6 months from receipt to file an appeal. First level of appeal po sa cluster director. After the 6-month period, nagiging final na po yung aming notice of disallowance.
Ano resulta nun? Magbabalik sila ng pera?
Opo.
Hindi, pero hindi nyo ididemanda. Pwede nyo idemanda, di ba?
Ang sa amin po, ifino-forward namin po sa OSG kung hindi po sila magbayad.
So nasa...
Wala pa po, kasi wala pa.
Hindi sila magbayad, babato sa ombudsman.
Opo.
Okay.
Sa criminal aspect po, tsaka yung sa ano.
Sa
Kasi
criminal
ang notice of disallowance po is civil in nature lang po. Civil liability.
I understand that. Pinapaliwanag ko lang sa mga tao na nanonood, nakikinig. Dahil, kasi nakalagay dito, liable eh.
Opo.
No, pag sinabing liable, that means after 6 months at hindi kayo nag-appeal, pwede kayong kasuhan ng criminal liability sa ombudsman. Pwede o hindi. Kung nagbayad kayo, hindi. Pero crime is a crime eh. Hindi porque nagbayad, crime yun eh.
Opo, it does not, maski bayaran po nila, it does not extinguish yung criminal liability.
Correct. Yun ang sinasabi sa'yo. Now, what does the latest one say? Para makompleto yung ma-enhance yung pagtanong.
It's with Mr. Ara.
At dinagdag lang dito, for the record, and I will make this part of the record, June 8, ang dinagdag lang dito, the name of Dino Apolonio, Dino Antonio Apolonio. Right? Bakit hindi nyo sinama sila Mr. Tulfo?
Sir, yung sa kay Mr. Tulfo, hindi po namin kasi hindi po, sa government, yung PTB4 may sarili pong auditor. Sila po yung nakakakita ng transaction nun. So sa amin po, on DOT part, yung DOT lang po, ang aming kakontrata po ay PTB4.
Meron ba sinabi ang PTB4 auditor?
Mr. Chair, so far, natanggap po namin ay notice of suspension.
Suspension?
Yes, Your Honor.
From the auditor of the PTB4?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Do you have a copy of that?
We have a copy in the office po,
Can
Mr.
you
Chair.
provide us with a copy? And we can ask it also of the director for Blue Ribbon. Please get a copy of those suspension notices. So, gano'n rin ang dating nyo. Wala pa sa inyong liability. Sinasabi lang, wala pang disallowance. Suspension muna.
Yes, Mr.
That is the
Chair.
process. Suspension muna until hindi nyo mapaliwanag napasok na disallowance na yan.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Correct. Alright. So, having said that, lumalabas na talaga may finding na it would appear na may violation dito sa one. And that has already been proven here. So again, like I said, you go now, ang nangyayari ngayon, baka nag-aabang pa ang ombudsman dito. But it depende na sa ombudsman niya kung papatulan nila itong Blue Ribbon hearing as the previous ombudsman pinatulan yung ibang hearings natin, nag-file sila. Alright? Go ahead, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So mukhang may tatlong action na umaandar ngayon, no? Yung notice of disallowance ng COA, yung notice of suspension mismo ng in-house auditor ng PTV4, and then itong ongoing Blue Ribbon
yung sa
committee
disallowance
hearing.
at suspension, that's process. Wala pang actual case that has blossomed into a case. No?
In any case, Mr. Chairman, tatlong tanda na umaandar yung mga proseso ng pag-alam kung may nangyari bang hindi lamang legal o illegal, pero ethical at saka unethical. Na yun naman ang pinakabinabantayan ng ating committee. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Matanong pala, siguro kay former Secretary, bakit po PTV, sorry ma'am, sa taga-PTV na lang po, bakit po PTV ang nagbabayad sa Kilos Pronto? Black timer naman ang Kilos Pronto.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, nagbabayad po ang PTV doon sa Kilos Pronto dahil po since sila po ay isang black timer na nabayaran na po nila yung oras, yung block na yon. Now, in order po sa amin na makapaglagay nung spots ng DOT doon sa programang yon at makapagpalabas po ng mga segments for DOT, parang kailangan pong since oras na po yun nung Kilos Pronto, kailangan po nila na parang singilin po kami Parang we're trying to buy back yung time po.
Parang, well, I'll leave it at that for now, Mr. Chairman, pero parang medyo convoluted yung sagot. Dati rin po ako nagtrabaho sa media bilang isang talent at alam ko po parang mas simple at iba ang patakbo ng isang block timer kaysa sa sagot na ibinigay po sa aking tanong. So nananatili pa rin yung tanong na bakit ang isang block timer ay babayaran ng stasyon na nagkikerry sa kanya. Mr. Chair, balikan ko na lang isa pang tanong kay Sec Teo, then ilan pang mga tanong kay Sec Berna. So kay former Sec Teo, sabi niyo po sa opening statement niyo na nagpursigi kayo sa DOT dahil bumaba ang tourism revenues nung martial law sa Mindanao at saka noong drug war. Ibig po bang sabihin, kinukumpirma ninyo na bumaba ang tourism arrivals dahil sa martial law at dahil sa war on drugs?
Marami pong cancellations. Medyo natakot po kasi sila pumunta sa Pilipinas because of yung mga effects. Actually, yung travel advisory was the one, yung biggest effect was the travel advisories. Ang dami pong mga travel advisories sa mga lugar na marami tayong turista pumupunta.
Kung ganun, ma'am, gaano po kalaki yung binaba ng tourism arrivals mula po nung nagsimula yung martial law sa Mindanao at habang kasalukuyang umaandar pa rin yung war on
Hindi ho
drugs?
po bumaba because I was relentless. I went out of the country and I talked to the ministers. Kinausap ko po yung mga tour operators assuring them that it's safe in the Philippines.
Pero yung panahon na sinabi niyong bumaba yung tourism revenue, so I presume bumaba yung kumonte yung dami ng mga turistang dumating sa atin at bumaba yung revenues natin from tourism, direct and indirect industries doon. At that point na sinabi niyong bumaba, by how much na bumaba? At bandang anong panahon nito, anong buwan nito?
Yung during that time na yung Marawi Siege, medyo may mga cancellations po. And then yung Panglao, Bohol is a tourist destination. Nang nagkaroon po ng Panglao na to, there were cancellations doon sa Bohol. And yung mga ibang lugar. But we were able to ask them kung takot sila sa Bohol. We told them to go to Palawan. We told them to other destinations. Dinala po namin sila sa ibang destinations. Kaya hindi po ganun ka-apektado. Though there were cancellations, talagang to.
Pwede niyo po bang bigyan ng ideya yung komite, yung magnitude ng pagbaba ng tourism arrivals dahil sa martial law, kasama na po yung Marawi, at dahil sa war on drugs na binanggit nyo rin nung opening statement nyo?
Ang kuwang kasi, when I went out of the country, I started talking to these tour operators and I asked them to come here. So nang nakita naman nila na it's safe, doon po sila na medyo bumalik uli yung Doon bumaba, bumalik lang din uli. Yung mga nag-cancel, they went back again knowing that it was safe in the Philippines.
Pero ma'am, meron po ba kayong may bibigay na bilang na sinubukan yung punuin by going out and explaining?
Hindi ko.
Kasi I'm just going back to your opening statement po, ma'am. No?
Yes.
Sabi niyo po,
Yes.
dahil sa war on drugs at sa martial law sa Mindanao, ay bumaba ang tourism arrivals at yung revenues na nakukuha natin sa turista. What are the numbers po to these?
Hindi ako sure sa figures, but they went to other destinations. Yung, let's say, instead of going to Mindanao, they went to Baguio, they went to other places.
Well, perhaps, Mr. Chairman, we can just request from the good former secretary data to back up yung sinabi nyo. I found it significant yung sinabi nyo sa opening statement nyo on the drop in tourism arrivals and revenues generated dahil sa martial law in Mindanao at saka dahil sa
It would have to be
war
from
on
the new
drugs.
secretary.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
The Secretary of Tourism, the current one, should give us the
Yes.
the analysis of the effect of martial law, if it indeed dropped. As far as I know, from my own sources,
It has been
it even grew. Di ba?
It even grew, yes.
It even grew.
Yes, we can give
Because
that.
I always maintain my connections with the department.
That's why I
Because
said,
I'm always concerned with the ebb and flow of tourism.
that's why I said
Thank
they
you,
went
Mr.
to
Chair.
other destinations po. Instead of going to, let's say, Panglao in Cebu, they went to Palawan. So yung mga umalis dyan, bumalik lang din. And for a while, nagminto sila, but then they went back. Yun po.
Thank you, Mr.
I just
Chair.
have one question, if I may,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
to enhance your one. If Ben Tulfo is a block timer, the company is a block timer. A block timer gets a program, and I'm going to address this to the most eminent of all, the Secretary of PCOO. Ginagaya ko lang kayo, palagi kayo nagkakamali din sa mga warnings niya.
Touché.
So, kung black timer yung BUMI nga. Ang dami kasi ko dito. Whatever it is. Kung black timer sila, di ba ang black timer, sila ang kukuha ng advertising. Is that correct?
Tama po.
Bibili ako ng time sa Channel 4, black timer yan, bahala ako sa buhay ko makakuha ng advertising.
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Parang baliktad dito.
Kaya nga po.
Ang kumukuha ng oras para sa black timer ay yung mga PTV4. Ba't ganon?
Ang pagkakaintindi ko po, Mr. Chair, sa paliwanag po ng PTV ay nabili ng BMUI yung alas 5 ng hapon hanggang alas 6 ng gabi. And in the course of their selling or giving a proposal to DOT, sinama po nila yung...
Yung ba yung news?
Yung news magazine.
Yung ba yung news report?
Ito po yung bago po mag-newscast po ang PTV.
So, pre-program.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ang pre-program. Nabili nila yun. Kaya, anong ugnayan nun? Anong kaugnayan nun? Anong ibig sabihin na?
Mr. Chair, nung kino-conceptualize po namin kung ano po ang pwede na po namin na may offer sa kliyente. So nandun na nga po yung magpapalabas ng spot sa aming mga newscasts, public affairs shows. At para po ma-promote din yung produce po namin na iTravel is we'll try and get parang a segment within another show to promote it. Kaya po may segment doon sa Kilos Pronto and also spots, right?
Out of duty to my oath of office, I have to ask this question. I've been trying to hold off on it. Ang kinita ng Tulfo Company is 75 million. Ang kinita nyo, 20. Di ba dapat, kahit na may black timer na Tulfo, di ba dapat kayo ang kumuha ng programang gano'n para kumita? Sabi nyo, kikita yung Channel 4. 20 million lang ang kinita nyo doon sa news eh. Kung humanap kayo ng ibang paraan para kumita yung Channel 4, may bibigay nyo yung kontrata ng 75 million o 100 million sa ibang tao. O sa inyo mismo. Tama? Does that make sense? Is that logical?
Yes, Mr.
Senator, is that logical?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Di ba? Naisip ko, magagawa rin pala naman ninyo na magbenta ng 75 na 100 million. Bakit pa ibibigay kay Mr. Tulfo? Ba't hindi niya na lang ginawa? Kayo mismo. Kayo ang nagpapatakbo ng Channel 4.
Mr. Chair, dahil po kasi sa aming palagay, sila Mr. Tulfo, the name Tulfo is a household name. Kumbaga po, when it comes to public service at sa mga TV magazine type shows. At we were just trying to take advantage po nung kanilang popularity. At yung strategy naman po na naisip ng PTV to try and promote iTravel within the Kilos Pronto show actually worked because the numbers shows it that may kopya rin po kami nandito. Na naging successful po yung iTravel show because...
Tumaas ang rating?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ano rating na tiras? 0.01.
Sir,
Nakilala namin yung rating kagabi eh.
Sir, ito po yung nakuha namin sa Kantar Media. Ito po yung third quarter of 2017.
Ako rin, hindi ko makuha yun sa Nielsen eh. Kinuha mo sa Kantar Media, kami kinuha namin sa isang advertising agency.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Pero iba ang resulta eh.
Kasi siguro po, depende po doon po sa rating company, mga...
I will grant you that the Tulfos are known for strong exposés, talagang in-your-face exposés, walang kinakatakutan, alam kong police, nangapi. I will grant you that. Because I know, from my own personal experience, nakita ko yan. No? From the brother Ben, from Mon, all the way down to, sino ba pinakabunso? Si Ben ba o si Rafi? Si Erwin ang pinakabunso? Hindi ako maniniwala dyan. Anyway, the point is, kung yun ang kanila, bakit doon mag-a-advertise ang tourism? Ina-advertise nyo ba, walang makakalusot dito dahil ang talagang nagbo-broadcast dito ay tough on crime, you are safe here, yun ba yun?
Mr. Chair, yung programa po kasi nila offers the flexibility. It's not only because of yung anti-crime component, pero nakita po namin na meron din po silang parang TV magazine type of component. So doon po namin ipinasok, and we figured na yung mga manonood po nila is talagang general po in nature, iba-iba pong demographics.
Okay, that's the gusto na is disputando. Each one to his own choice or taste, right? I mean, it's judgment call.
Yes, parang business decision.
Now, let me ask the one Mon here, just Ben here para lang maalis itong mga tanong na ito na alingaw-ngaw, no? If I may. Marami tumatawag dito ngayon sa akin, no? Para rin nagpo-programa tayo ngayon. Sinasabi, and I already asked you this actually. Mr. Tulfo, Ben, do you know, Benjamin ka, no? Benjamin?
Bienvenido.
Bienvenido. Layo ah.
Welcome.
Dapat bien.
Bien.
So, it's a good name. Good arrival. Anyway, to make a long story short, alam mo naman daw siguro na yung conflict of interest.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And yet, you still went ahead and got an opportunity from PTV na black timer ka na mukhang in-offer sa'yo from what we've seen here that is still up in the air na may conflict of interest. Although of course sinasabi mo hindi naman ikaw nakipag-deal sa DOT, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ang nakipag-deal sa iyo ang PTV.
Yes, Your Honor.
Some will say that is a blind. In other words, ito ang kapatid mo, ito ang PTV, ito ang DOT. So nag-deal kayo para hindi ka makikipag-deal at hindi ka makover ng conflict of interest sa DOT, sa kapatid mo. Do you understand?
Your Honor, if I may have to clarify, kung papayagan
No,
niyo
that's why I'm asking you. Para
kasi
ma-clarify.
po ganito Kami po may sariling demographics. Kami po mga Tulfo Brothers, pag pinagsama-sama niyo po, ay sobra sa 7 million followers. Sa social media pa lang. Mawalang galang lang po, baka ang dating masyadong malakas ang dating.
You thrive in controversy.
Yes, now,
You thrive in confrontation.
No, that is not true, Your Honor. Kasi kami, Your Honor, yung followers namin are not basically doon lang sa pag-investigative, public service, features, marami po kami nagagawa sa BMUI.
Right.
Nagkaroon lang po ng sinasabing image na ako si Bitag, ako yung tough guy. Pero on the other side of that, being an executive, the concepts and ideas of every program, may mga kasama po kaming corporate planners to touch the demographics, and we know how to play the demographics. Now, we talk about millennials, Generation X, and the boomers, which is not included anymore. So, saan hong strength namin? Now, kami, kung nilapitan ng PTV, at sabi, maglalagay kami sa program ninyo, hindi po sila basta-basta lalapit sa amin para yung kanilang cost versus return of investment. It has to be quantified. So, usapang CEO sa CEO na rin. I'm not coming in as a Ben Tulfo or any Tulfo Brothers staff guy kicking doors. I'm coming in as a businessman. I want to be look at that because sa amin po, meron po kaming corporate plan, research and development, products, and concept. Na-build na ho namin a long term, yun hong followers ho namin. May mga followers ho kami sa mga investigative.
The question is, I'm even granting that to you.
Yes.
May followers kayo. Ang tanong ko is on conflict of interest. I'm sure you understand that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Naintindihan mo yan.
Yes, Your
Pero
Honor.
it went in a circuitous way. Kaya there is a blind, there is a way na nawala sa sight because hindi ka nakipag-deal sa kapatid mo, nakipag-deal ka sa PTV4 para hindi mahalo yung deal mo sa kapatid mo. Yun ang sinasabi.
Okay.
You have to disabuse the mind of everybody on that score.
Magkaiba po yung truth and sincerity. I gotta be truthful.
Truth and?
Sincerity. May mga sincere ho, sasabihin po
Truth
nila.
and perception.
Perception. Sincerity ho, sincere ka sa sinasabi mo para ma-circumvent lang, tinatawag, following the thought, train of thought ni Senator Hontiveros, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Chair, if I may just say that nahihirapan po ako sa ganitong mga hair splitting about truth and sincerity. Ang katotohanan po, or kahit ang sinseridad, nakabatay sa totoong nangyari. And that's what our committee is trying to find out.
Ang totoo rito sa amin, wala po kaming ugnayan sa DOT. Kami po'y nilapitan.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Kami po'y nilapitan ng PTV. Ang principal ho namin, karangalan ho namin na sila ho'y nagtitiwala sa amin na kami ho'y nakukonsidered as a brand. Ako ho'y nagtatrabaho noon sa TV5. Isa ho kami ng mga kumbaga personality for TV5. Well, I was already with PTV way back, panahon pa ho ni Pinoy.
So ano ka pa sa
in other words,
PTV4 bago Channel 5?
PTV5 ho ako, TV5 ho ako, and then
Yeah, I
lumipat
was there.
ho ng
You were
TV5.
there. I was there.
Yes, we worked together.
Wow.
In
You had a separate program. I had my own
Yes,
program.
exactly, sir. Ako ho yung pumalit sa inyong programa, hinati ho namin.
That's right. I remember that now.
Okay,
Yeah.
now, aside from that, kami ho, sa Bitag ho, is a show na nilagay ho namin doon sa kabila. Kaya nakilala po kami. Nung natigil na po yun, because of some financial constraint, quote-unquote, inilipat ho namin sa PTV way back in 2013. Nauna po pati yung US Cups. Now, ito ho yung brand.
Tutusuin kita. Sabi mo kanina mag-Tagalog tayo kasi
sige po.
ang English mo di ko maintindihan eh. Saan ka ba lumaki?
Dito po.
Bakit medyo...
Disjockey po kasi ako, marimit po namin kasama nung araw, mga Inglesero ho kasi. So, in the long term,
I'm going to ask you another question regarding conflict of interest.
Sige po.
Nakalagay dito, yung pinirmahan nyo, can you give a copy to Senator Ross? People's Television Network, represented here by Dino Antonio. Bitag Media, represented here by Bienvenido Titulfo.
Yes po.
Dun sa whereas clause, whereas PTNI desires to purchase, kayo naging desires to purchase a 6-minute segment by BUI and a 3-minute or 30-second spot placements within the program as agreed upon in the memorandum agreement executed between PTNI and the Department of Tourism. So kontrata pa lang na pinirma mo, alam mo na PTNI and DOT have a contract and alam mo na ang Secretary of Tourism ay kapatid mo. Can you explain that to me?
Okay. As long sa akin po, wala po kaming ugnayan sa kapatid kong katabi ko ngayon si Juan de Teo. Hindi po ako kumatok sa kanilang pintuan, humingi ng pabor, humingi ng advertisement o commercial. Hindi po ako pumunta sa kanilang tanggapan, hindi ko alam kung saan po ang DOT. Ang pagkaalam ko ang DOT sa lumang Luneta. Pangalawa ho, wala ho sa aming marketing, kasi may mga marketing staff ho kami rito sa ginagawa ho namin, na meron ho talaga nagsaservice sa mga advertising agencies, hindi lang po dyan sa mga direct account, commercial account. Ngayon, dito po, wala hong iningka na pumunta ho sa tanggapan ni Mrs. Teo. So ngayon po, yun hong aking sinasabing, bakit kami magkakaroon ng interest? Kaninong interest yung pinag-uusapan? Yung gusto ho namin makatulong para sa bayan? Na gamit ang PTV4, na ang PTV4 na
you're trying to tell us that this is purely a business transaction between the persons who offered you the contract, right?
Exactly.
But it cannot be divorced that you know that your sister is DOT secretary.
At saka, Mr. Chairman.
That is what you want to
Totoo po
explain to
yun.
the public.
Pag
At saka
lumapit
Mr.
po sa
Chairman,
amin,
tungkol sa business transaction na ito, sinabi rin po ni Mr. Apolonio, ito sa business decision.
Yes.
Mukhang yung sa business decision na iyon, nalugi ang PTV4 kumpara sa
That's what I said
kabilang
earlier.
party. Yes, Mr. Chair, because remember, even the in-house auditor of PTV4, later ang COA, and now our Blue Ribbon are looking into the wisdom of that business decision, the propriety, the ethical strength, not just the legal legs on which it stands, pero kung ganong ka-ethical ba o hindi, na merong ganyang klaseng business decision sa ganyang klaseng business transaction sa pagitan ng dalawa, tatlong entity na yung dalawa ay magkakamag-anak ang pinuno.
Besides, I just want to point this out. I have to ask these questions because it's fair. Ang katapat ng programa nyo is TV Patrol at saka 24 oras.
hindi na po, Your Honor, kasi kami ho bumaba para maging pre-programming ho ng news ng PTV. Ang branding ho na gustong makamit ho ng PTV ay to be one of the, kumbaga,
What do you
news.
bumaba? 7 to 8?
Bumaba po kami sa 7 to 8 para kami ho lumaka kasi yun hong yung sa aming programa ho sa Bitag, ito ay sa Kilos Pronto under Bitag Media Unlimited Incorporated. May mga pagkakataon na kami po'y tatawag sa mga kinaukulan, sa mga opisina. Pag sa alas 7 na ho, wala na pong pwede makontak. So, naisip po namin at humingi po kami ng permiso sa PTV kasi mas magandang para tumibay po yung kanilang newscast. May tulfo factor na ho rito. Ngayon ho, ang ginawa po namin, bumaba ho kami ng 5 to 6. Para nang sa ganun po, tumibay ho yung newscast, kami ho yung mauuna. Sabi nga ho, kami ho alam po namin din na nagkaroon ho ng ratings doon. Ang tanong, ako ho'y napapagabag ho doon sa laging pinipoint out conflict of interest. Dahil kapatid ko si Wanda.
You have to.
Yes.
Even you would admit that, right?
Yeah, no.
If you were here in my place, or in the place of the senator, or the place of the public, ang iisipin nila, kapatid mo, hindi mo maiwala yan.
Hindi po
You are part of that, whether you like it or not.
Hindi po
That
namin-
is why we have to explain here clearly na wala kayong ugnayan dyan. But still, like I said, dura lex sed lex yan. It is exceedingly hard, but so the law is written. Yung conflict of interest, hindi nyo ma-avoid. Hindi ma-avoid yun. So, you have to prepare for that when you go up to another case later on. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Huling tanong na lang po ako kay Sec Berna. Naalala ko po kasi nung atas kayong Secretary of Tourism, inulat noon ng media na dismayado kayo about the level of the corruption at the department. So napag-uusapan natin itong particular na tinatanong na kontrata. You had also said that public funds were used to fund events and fashion shows abroad. Inulat din po na yung mga duty-free shops ay di umano ni-raid to the tune of 2.52 million pesos worth of items mula sa duty-free stores na binili gamit yung DOT shares sa duty-free annual net profit. So, at yung iba pang mga issue na hinanay kanina ni na chairman at yung mga iba pang kasamang senador. So, looking forward, no? What safeguards would you be putting in place to avoid a repeat of this debacle?
Before we came into office, there were, with the recommendation of the COA, there were no existing guidelines on financial sponsorships. So with the Department of Tourism, we already put a limit of 1 million only, and we specified what events can be sponsored, tourism-related events. And we were told not to include any more fashion shows and beauty pageants. And then that's only good for 3 years. So for example, somebody asks for financial sponsorship, for example, we give them 1 million this year. Next year, it's going to be 500,000. And then the following year, 250,000. And the same goes for TPB. We are still waiting. We will be having guidelines on what can be considered as financial sponsorships. With regard to duty-free, we already, the board already agreed that there are no more gate passes. So that nobody can go and just get, any, not even me, can withdraw any of the goods So there are no more gate passes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And with the committee, I look forward to the department being able to put into place or setting up those safeguards and making them effective to guard the people's money at saka para isulong yung mga polisiya ng department. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Chair. We also are in close contact with the Commission on Audit because we want to strengthen our internal audit system because we discovered that there is actually none. So they are working with us so that the money of the DOT is safeguarded.
Salamat,
Good.
Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Just the last point. So, nakikiisa ako sa committee natin. Mukha talagang kailangan ng matinding safeguards para hindi na po ito maulit. Tahas ang sinasabi ng mga resource persons natin, ang mga Tulfo, na hindi nila isosoli ang 60 million pesos. Unfortunately, tama po Sir Ben at Sir Erwin. That is really regrettable.
Mr.
At ang
Chair?
kawawa po,
That-
Mr. Chairman, ay ang kaban ng bayan.
That would be their own lookout because they would have to face cases. And from their point of view, to be fair.
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I was going to say something.
Can I interview?
Yeah, but go ahead. Sige.
Gusto ko lang pong i-correct si Senator Ontiveros. Ma'am, wala akong sinabi na hindi ko sa isusoli, hindi po kakasama. Medyo na-late ho kasi kayo kanina. Sabi ko, I am not part of Bitag Media Unlimited. I'm not a producer. I am not a regular employee. So, wala ho akong kinalaman, talent po ako. Besides, yung sinasabi, I don't know where you got that statement na hindi ko susoli. Hindi nga po ako naging part, ma'am How could that be? Isa pa po, ma'am, medyo mali ho. Kaya kinokorek ho kayo, ma'am, with all due respect. Hindi ko sinabi na walang isusoli. Hindi po. Dahil wala po ako alam dyan.
Point is taken.
I'm glad to hear that, Mr.
Thank you po,
Chairman.
Mr. Chair.
Kung mababalikan yung isang unang sinabi ni Mr. Ben kay former Secretary Teo na ibabalik, at kung magbubunga yung sinasabi ngayon ni Mr. Erwin na hindi niya sinasabing hindi ibabalik. At hindi po tayo dedebate sa legalities na kasama ba siya or hindi. Dahil precisely, ang tinatanong po ng chair para sa buong komite ay yung usapin ng conflict of interest. Kung saan hinihingi sana na sa lahat ng chair, lahat ng resource persons na magkakamag-anak ay to do the right thing. And sana hindi maiwan sa hindi lamang isosoli ng mga Tulfo ang pera. Salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair, can I clarify this?
Just like my point. That will be the defense on the part of the Tulfos.
Yes.
We are here to find out, as you say, that we don't repeat a situation where conflict of interest is lightly regarded. And again, whether we like it or not, from what I'm hearing here, mukhang ang dapat reforma yung Channel 4 lalo, no? Dahil bakit sila naglalako doon sa black timer? No? At dapat malinaw na ang Department of Tourism rin dapat mag-ingat dyan sa pag-advertise, lalo na kung may kamag-anak, because whether you like it or not, kamag-anak. That's where Irwin is having a problem also. He's a talent. He's not part of the business. He's a talent, but he has to explain because kamag-anak niya and the perception will still be meron siya. Pero in fairness, it was the lawyer who said magsasuli, and unfortunately he's not here. I think there's been enough said by Mr. Tulfo na right now he stands by his ground na hindi siya magsasauli because he feels that he has done nothing wrong. That is up to him. It's a free country. He would have to face the music when it goes to the proper tribunal. Yes,
Mr. Chair, let me just state the fact. Ito ho, wala pong conflict of interest po kung tanong niyo sa amin. Kasi una sa lahat, wala ho kaming kontrata sa DOT.
Well, we have already said that.
Ang sagot
Excuse me,
ko lang po.
Ben, we're going to open here at 3 o'clock and the tables have to be arranged. And I'm sure, have you had your lunch? I have not had my lunch.
I haven't.
Okay, welcome to the club. Anyway, the point here is what has been stated here. Like I said, your conflict of interest definition would have to be elucidated, will have to be enhanced when you go wherever this case is going. There's no point in arguing about whether there was conflict of interest or not. I will just go by the facts.
Clarification, Your Honor.
Sure.
Yun ho pinakita nyo kanina na Yung May 6 to August 18, 2000, August 14 to 2018, PTV program ratings, yung kilos pronto nasa kulelat, wala na hong kilos pronto ng Abril pa. So paano ho kami papapasama ho roon kung sa akin, kung sa kilo?
You're probably right.
Yes, wala po kami roon.
If if that is true, then whoever gave us the information did not give us the full information. I'm glad you said that.
Exactly, Your Honor. Importante po kasi kami ho'y parang lumabas, hindi ho effective yung aming programa.
Yeah, but if you look at, that's why, see, when I said that last night, hindi ako sigurado dyan.
Yes.
And my staff can tell you that, no?
Yes.
I said, get me the time when they were advertising.
Yes.
And I got that. And I said that here.
Yes.
Because I wasn't sure about what they were saying.
Nakikinig po kasi yung mga tumatangkila po sa amin, parang ang dating po niyan, walang effect yung kilos pronto sa dami po, sa milyones pong sumusubaybay. Hindi lang po sa TV, kundi sa social media, sa YouTube, na sinare ho namin, ganoon din sa aming new media, multimedia ho kami. So, nakita ko rin ba, US Cups, tagal na ho na, wala ang US Cups, production ho namin yan eh. So, nasa kulelat, talagang nasa kulelat kasi wala nang nanonood noon dahil wala nang programa.
Wala programa.
Wala nang programa, sir.
That's why, in fairness to me and to you,
yes, sir.
I wasn't sure of the facts because, it doesn't apply. It covered the time. That was the only thing that we got last night. And I said, give me the facts as it was at the time it was showing. So, if there is a mistake, it is my fault because I did not check kung may programa pa kayo noon. Because dapat alam ko na dahil kinancel nga yung inyong, maybe that's the reason, I don't know. But I did get the actual time period.
Isang clarification pa ulit, Your Honor. Yung sinabi ni Senator Hontiveros to do the right thing, kami ho, we do the right thing.
That was your sister who said that.
Yeah, kami sa aming sa Bitag ho, sa BMUI, Bitag Multimedia Unlimited. Ganun ho ang aming standard eh. Integrity, honor, transparency, honesty. So hindi ko po maintindihan kung anong siningit ni Senator Hontiveros na para sabihin, do the right thing. Parang may mali ang ginawa namin. So,
well, that is her opinion.
Okay.
And she's entitled as a senator to voice that opinion, and that's why you have the right to say what is on your mind. And on that note, I will close it.
All right.
Thank you. We are going to have a hearing on the Montano case, and I will just get the documents. I think I've heard enough insofar as this is concerned. I have a dozen other cases, what seems like a dozen because these are big cases, like Tech Mahindra, like the issue on health, the barangay health stations, and dami pa. So I'm not asking for sympathy here, but I think I've heard enough, and I'm going to ask for the committee to join me in submitting a report on this issue. But Mr. Montano still has to answer, and Secretary Tulfo still has to answer on the allegations against you on duty-free. And in fairness, I also told Senator Trillanes that he came to me, and he said he's satisfied with the way we conducted it, and he asked me if I'm going to bring Montano as well as DFP, and I'm just saying that and reiterating it so that everybody is properly informed. Having said
Mr.
that,
Chair, Duty Free is here, Vico Montano, Vico Angala of CEO of Duty Free.
yeah, but we will handle that in the next hearing because aabutan na tayo ng ni Senate President Tito Soto at magbabayad ako ng overtime. Hindi naman ako black timer dito eh. All right. I would like to thank everybody. I think we had a good hearing as far as civility is concerned. There are emotions, and obviously we were able to at least be able to vent and at the same time do so as a nation of Filipinos who can disagree but remain friends. So it is my hope that we can continue with the hearing on a more successful. Thank you, COA. Thank you, Yusek Castro. Thank you, Secretary Romulo. Please learn because ang tinalakay ko dito, hindi lang ito ngunit yung Small Fun in the Philippines, yung Polska, yung WOW, yung lahat yan.
may mga tama, may mga lamat lahat dyan. And PTV4, I know you're losing money. Take heed at the fact that you have to make TV4 rise. It has never arisen. That is a challenge for the Secretary. So I thank you all, and on this note, we thank you all very much. If I miss anybody, I thank the staff for again staying late last night, and thank all those who sent in their questions. Believe me, there are people sending me questions as if we were still on radio, TV. Thank you all very much, and God bless you, and God bless the Republic of the Philippines. This session is adjourned for the moment, suspended, so that I can call another hearing straight all. So, thank you all very much. All the witnesses are now excused. Thank you.
At yan po naging pagdinig ng Senado sa 60 milyong pisong ad placement ng Department of Tourism sa Bitag Media Unlimited Incorporated. Nanindigan po si dating DOT Secretary Wanda Tulfo Teo na dumaan sa tamang proseso ang kanilang transaksyon sa PTV4. At sinabi naman ni Ben Tulfo ng Bitag Media Unlimited Incorporated na hindi raw nila isasauli ang bayad sa DOT advertisement deal dahil legal daw ang kanilang kontrata. Samantala, ang kanyang isa pang kapatid na si Erwin Tulfo naman ay sinabing talent lamang siya ng Bitag Media at hindi regular na empleyado, kaya't wala daw siyang kinalaman sa issue. Samantala, sinabi rin ni dating DOT Secretary Wanda Teo na hindi daw niya alam na ang kanyang kapatid na si Ben Tulfo ang may hawak ng programang Kilos Pronto. Kung nalaman daw niya na ang kanyang kapatid ang may hawak nito ay hindi daw niya pipirmahan ang kontrata. Pero si Trillanes, ayon po kay Senator Trillanes, ay hindi siya naniniwala na hindi daw alam ni Secretary Wanda Teo na hindi sa kanyang kapatid napunta ang pera o ang kontrata. Samantala, ayon sa COA, umabot po sa 120 million peso ang ad deal sa pagitan ng DOT at PTV4 at 89 million pesos dito ang napunta sa Kilos Pronto at ang iba pa ay sa PTV4. At yan po ang ating live coverage. Tutok lang dito sa GMA News TV para oras-oras. Alam mo, ako po si Lala Roque. Magandang hapon.